Alright, guys, I've started the recording. This is a session which really requires no recap on the part of me, as you're picking up something that happened quite a while ago with various motivations. So I'm just going to leave it by saying that you're starting your session in Misthass, presumably in the meeting room in the Temple of the People. With a course of action in mind. While the timeline might be slightly out, it's fair to say that we'll go with that the 2 weeks that Ravaran had offered you is coming to fruition. So you're at that point where you're going to decide what you want to do. It has rained all night, to the point where even in a building as extensive as the Temple of the People, it was palpable how loud it seemed to be, beating on the walls and roof. It quickly turned from puddles to muddy pools outside, and in some cases downed a couple of tents in the midsection of the wall. This morning the rain has abated, but led to a heavy mist which drapes completely over the city. I will turn it over to you. As I say, I am happy for a lock-in. I've planned in multiple directions. You can do anything you want.
He's offered, just can you recap, he's offered to meet us up at the, it's just north of Brewerdor, isn't it?
A temple just north of Brewerdor.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the exact thing, because it seems that I have many iterations of his name. I can't find. I've got Ravaran, Ravoran, Ravaran.
Raviran.
Yeah.
All these twins and siblings.
And I tried to search temple, and I got 100 results.
Oh,
That's obviously why you can't make any money in your temple, because there are 99 other offers.
We can.
Got 99 problems.
Ravaran's number one, you know. Gremlin is in hawk form today, and he's on my shoulder.
Okay. Hawk form.
I haven't
Hawk
got
form.
much beyond, he works for Morthel. Probably don't think he gets on with him.
Yeah. So the offer was there's a schism essentially in the
Between him and Morthel.
and he was out of favour when or seemingly out of favour when he approached us at the AGM.
Are our thoughts to treaty with him?
He is definitely partook in mutilating people in order to gain more power, and that should not be forgotten at any point in the discussion that's about to commence, I'm sure.
But he also has good insight into the operations, how Morthel thinks. He would know some locations of where his power lies, so we could work to slowly get rid of some of those locations or lessen the power somehow.
I've not.
If he's
Yeah. So I think I've only met the spiritual version of Ravaran, the illusion that came in. That's the right person, isn't it?
The one that turned up at the AGM, yes.
Yes. What's our end game with this? He's a threat, but so are many other things. What do we want at the end of this?
Morthel's gone.
biggest
Just
threat is
Morthel
Morthel,
gone.
isn't it? Morthel's a far bigger threat than Ravaran.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would happily trade Ravaran in terms of his alliance and not be bothered about his past, shall we say. I understand that some of you may not be that way inclined, but if it meant we delivered Morthel a blow, or aided us in our quest against Morthel, I think that would be a more powerful outcome than trying to... Because all Morthel's going to do is replace Ravaran.
What would you do with Ravaran afterwards, though?
Well, that's a question for a later date. Depends how he acts.
He wants protection. I can't find it in my notes still, but I believe that's what he asked for. Protection.
Well, he wants an alliance, doesn't he? He's seeking a different alliance.
He is, but I think he specifically asked for... he asked for alliance, and if I remember rightly, he asked for protection in the town.
Well, as long as we're all on the same page going into this, so we don't have any gut reactions and start.
Well, don't worry. No one suddenly decides they want to exact revenge and expect everybody to pitch in. He's not an easy foe.
Okay.
He can down all of us with one spell.
Glorious.
Okay?
Is that the meteor spell?
Including Gartok in all likelihood, just to be really, really clear. Or if Gartok wasn't down by that, he's probably the only one standing at the end of it.
Yes. Okay.
And at the mercy of a wizard with a load of other spells, including the ability to charm.
Okay. I'll go up to Rastvyn and just hold out my hand. Just a present from Darius, if you may. Thinking ahead.
I will have a look. Is it something in your hand, or is it
No,
take your hand?
It's just my hand.
I will take your hand.
Grab it and cast Death Ward.
Oh.
Just, it seems appropriate. So if you, in the next 8 hours, you go down, you come back with 1. It's, if Gartok can stand, you definitely won't if something like that is unleashed, but Gartok can hit, you can think. We might need a thinker in that situation.
Might need a healer.
Well,
Corym's coughing. Leader of the Temple of Darius here.
Can you not do something yourself, Corym, of that? Like,
yeah, you have a necklace, don't you?
I know what I do. What I am going to do. Before we, I'll do it on the way.
I will obviously try and protect us all. It's just, and I hope it doesn't come to a confrontation. I certainly don't think we should try to have a confrontation on his. If we're meeting him where he's asked us to meet, he's going to be prepared for a combat, isn't it?
Well, we're going into the dragon's lair. You know, it's his terms.
And if we break a truce, he's not under any obligation to keep to that truce.
I think we just got to be aware of what he's not telling us as well.
Oh, sorry, I don't trust him fully. To be really clear,
Yes.
I have no trust in him.
Yeah.
However, he has a need, we have a need, and maybe we can find some
Rastvyn,
alliance.
are you going to send in Hooty just to scout the area around him?
I can do. I think I've had a day of rest, haven't I, Jamie?
Yeah.
So I would have summoned. I would have cast.
I found it.
Find me again.
Ulborin, you'll see a really shitty looking bird on my shoulder. Like, probably doesn't look fit to fly.
New friend of yours?
Yes.
Oh,
He's a
man.
good little friend, but doesn't like people, seems to. Does what I say, though.
What kind of bird is it?
It's meant to be a hawk, but it's probably resembling more like a plucked hawk.
You're gonna
Has
say
its flight
Harbinger?
feathers only.
Okay, I got quite a bit, which I had forgotten, so I will refresh. So
Harbinger's eyes roll into the back of her head and all of a sudden unleashes a torrent of information.
Harbinger keeps a journal, much like the Queen.
No, she just gets out a folder and just says, give me a second.
That's it.
Okay, so Ravaran asked for comfortable shelter in return for offering his wisdom. He said the Deacon plays the game better than Ravaran, and there's instability at court, and that's the reason he was there. There is parental issues with Morthel. He said, 2 weeks from now, meet me at the Shrine of Fate, northwest of the Old City, 6 miles away from Briodor. Don't cause a fuss. There will be a test of skill.
Oh.
He says, although the Deacon and himself, Ravaran, don't get on well, they all understand the discipline of Morthel. Morthel gives something to those who have nothing and only hurts those who do not bend the knee. Morthel is Emperor, destined to be 9. Those are the things I wrote down from our meeting with him most recently. Of course, they might not be accurate. I'm not a great typer.
Sounds a familiar trend to what we heard last time.
So we're going to be put to the test. Is everyone equipped? Got everything they need?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'm as ready as I can ever be.
Okay.
Right, okay.
How are we travelling there?
Horseback, I assume.
Unless you want to risk the circle.
I could get us to the. I could get us to the lake pond type thing. I believe that is a teleportation circle. It would save many hours. However,
I'm sorry, what?
it is a. Apologies. It is a new spell which I've learned or acquired somehow. I can understand the sigils on the teleportation circles that we see, and I can draw them at a small cost, and we have a short period to walk through the portal which appears, and we would appear in one of the circles.
I would, for the sake of a few hours, for the sake of a few hours horseback or wasting some of your magic, I would personally vote for horseback. But
I'd rather use that to get away rather than.
I would too. I'd rather go via horseback, but the warning is that we will be more. They'll know that we're coming probably.
More exposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still need to the furthest he could get us was to almost the south of the mountains.
Yeah.
We'd have to travel through the mountains, and we wouldn't have our horses. Really.
It is to the north of the mountains, because it is where the cave was, where we went through the mirror. That is the other option. We could use the mirror network.
I don't like it.
He is expecting us, isn't he? So it's being exposed is only to the other elements in the surroundings.
Ravaran's expecting us. We're hoping that Ravaran's not lied and Morthel does not know. If Morthel does not know, then he will be looking for us.
Okay.
But he could know that we're coming because Ravaran could be setting a trap, and if he does, that's even more reason to be cautious.
No, I will leave this to your judgment. I don't mind horseback, but if you think it's safer, then whatever feels right.
I say if he knows we're coming, and he probably knows which direction we're coming, and I think we should just go by horseback, because then he knows we're coming, he knows where we all are. We're not trying to do anything, we're not trying to ambush him or anything.
He could probably scry anyway. If he wanted to know where we are, he'd know.
I was about to say I could try and scry him if.
Yes,
I'm not sure what that would gain for us other than knowing he's in a building somewhere.
If he wants to know where we are, he could scry us. Sorry, Dave, didn't hear that.
I was just saying that, yes, I think the scrying would certainly be a good idea.
Okay.
On Rastvyn's part.
In terms of, on the map, Briodor's about there, isn't it?
That's right.
And then we think the temple's up around here somewhere.
Northwest.
Northwest? What?
Did I say northeast?
This side?
I don't know.
I thought there was a temple sort of nested
Yeah.
in this mountain somewhere.
I put 2 weeks, Shrine of Fate, northwest of the old city. And I hope that's right.
Shrine of Fate.
Yeah, I did not like that before.
Right. Are you going to be in danger, Harbinger? He has a
We're
grudge
in
against
danger
you.
Everywhere we go.
But I mean, from another party, you know, from
I mean, this is one of the reasons I was most concerned when Ravaran spoke to us the first time. I thought, why would he call a meeting there? He
Yeah.
said parental issues. I'm thinking, is he trying to go to a Shrine of Fate because Morcell has less influence there than Fate has? Or is it the opposite?
yes, I would fear the opposite.
Although we know that Morcell's a child of Temperance now?
Temperance, yes.
Just a thought. Could we take a ship?
Gartok and I saw a harbour when we...
So land over there somewhere in the cove.
No, if you remember back to when we went to the temple where we met Morthel the last, I believe it was Gartok. He saw a harbour and it contained a number of ships up there. I do not think it would be wise for us to attempt to travel by ship.
I wasn't thinking necessarily harbour in terms of we could always take a rowboat and land on a cove somewhere.
I think the harbour was
Yes, but if we are caught at
attached to the
sea,
palace.
It may be problematic.
I think if it's northwest, it's in this hills or mountain somewhere. So you want to be approaching almost from the west, not from the east.
Cool. Could we take a shit? Yeah.
I'll enunciate.
The trouble is, we have only been to his palace through the mirror. We do not truly know where that palace exists. That palace could be much further north and nowhere near Pruidor. We know that the cave where the mirror is, that is next or close to Pruidor, from what I
It's
understand.
in the years, it's in the mountains here, isn't it? The hills and mountains just down at the bottom.
I thought it was
the
through the valley
northern-
and up here more. But
I thought last time we came.
Oh, thank you, Ethan.
We came around here last time. My understanding.
Yeah, not the best meal for D&D night. That. We got chicken legs.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them.
could be them ribs that you had.
Oh yeah. I was going to say, when we were at the Northern Palace, Gartok and I ran around outside for a bit, and it was very cold, wasn't it? And there was snow, and the water had ice on it. When we've been to Breedor, it's obviously been cooler, and we've seen snow in the mountains, but the temperature hasn't changed that much, right?
At the time you visited Brewer was in the height of winter, so you travelled up when the valley was filled with snow anyway, and that the last time you went, that was just starting to recede.
Oh yeah, it was.
But there was definitely a body of water on that outside part when we ran around, because we saw the harbour with the ships.
And then we saw later there was that Nadarian fleet in the harbour, wasn't there?
You did.
And as far as we know, there's not any bodies of water close to Breedor, are there? Other than the lake.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
There's no like rivers or major seas as far as we know.
No.
Yeah. So they must be a distance apart.
The palace is probably further up the coast somewhere. Could be, millions of miles away, but,
Yeah.
So we have 3 modes of transport to get us there. We could go on horse, on foot. We could go through the mirrors, and we can use the teleportation circles.
I would suggest that we go by horse.
My vote's horse.
Do you want to pop in? Fletcher's map is still in the chat. On roll 20. Fletcher's map is in the where you normally see character sheets and everything.
Huh? What's that?
You go into the
Second,
top right-hand
the
corner.
little
Journal.
slashes along.
Journal.
Oh,
That's the
right.
one.
Oh, very nice.
So he originally told us that we could pass along that dotted line up to that encampment to the northeast. But there seems to be like a rock and a archway over to the top left as well. I'm just trying to see what we've got in the area for maps. I'll brandish this and put it on the table. And this is the map we took off Fletcher.
Okay.
So, just to end that point, who wants to go by horse?
Happy
Yes.
Okay, so we're definitely going by horse.
Amanum needs the exercise.
Harbinger, can I jump on the back?
Can you ride with me in Altibo?
Yes, please. Altibo is a good boy.
He's the very best boy.
I disagree. Okay. Right. Have we got enough potions? Have we got enough? Everything we need? I think I've got about four potions. Oh yeah, Gartok, you know them 2 potions I rammed into your hands a few days ago?
I would have given them back to you.
Ah, thank you.
I have 4 superior.
4 superior. Jeez.
I've got
3 normal.
Does anybody have a spare? Because I've only got normal potion of healings at the moment.
Okay. I can give you a spare. I'll drop mine down.
Thank you.
I've got 1 greater that's on my belt and 1 just regular elsewhere.
No, Gartok, you keep all the ones. You keep all of yours. You're gonna need. them
I'm
probably.
happy to hand them out because
The potion is also if one of the healers go down, there's something to throw down their neck. It's not necessarily for you.
that's it. Yeah.
You know,
Right,
it's more for everyone else. Yeah.
I just have normal healing.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'll put out the rod, the gleaming rod of resurrection. That's like a new toy. Thanks, Harbinger. I'll try not to break it, or sit on it, or drop it, or eat it.
Get
Hard
it
won, Reinhold. It was
Sorry?
hard won. It was hard won.
Yes, I mean this is an incredible item, but yeah, I'll make sure I keep you all on your feet. I'll do what I can. I'll just pat Ulborin on the side, remembering when his head exploded.
I think it's those heal spells are just invaluable for picking up Gartok and
Yeah.
possibly me as well. Now I've got.
Well, you're the favourite meat shields.
Mm-hmm.
Corym, do you wish to have a superior healing potion just in case? I know you you are our greatest healer, but having a potion which will do a lot of healing as well may.
No, as long as I can remain on my feet and have full use of my faculties, I should not require such a thing.
Do we still have the carpet?
Yes.
We've still got the carpet. Still a thing. Good.
Carpet?
Magic carpet. Flying
Magic carpet.
carpet.
Oh, we're in Aladdin now.
We are. We can only carry so many people. I think it's only a dizzy carpet. But, it's Gartok and 2+. Or
I don't like it. I don't like it. Strange. Feels weird. I don't like it.
Give me a moment, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Is there anything else we may need? Any other potions or any?
Does everyone have a diamond?
I have 2. Corym usually has about 400 on him.
Ulborin, do you have a diamond on you?
I don't know.
He's a charity case.
How much?
What's that?
It
Sorry?
needs to be
How much?
it needs to be 300 gold in order to
Yeah.
bring you back.
Within a minute.
Within a minute. Otherwise, the cost goes up. And then you got to speak to Corym within 10 days.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you speak to someone when you're passed away? I do not know.
Well, we've had stranger things happen.
This is true. This is true.
Do you need 300 gold now?
No.
I'd say go out and buy a diamond if,
Mm,
you know, it's going to be used probably on yourself or someone else.
yeah, possibly pop out to Perfect Glass and
Alright.
pick a diamond
I'll
up.
I'll head out to Perfect Glass, Jamie.
Jamie, could you have a look at the direct messages?
Keep forgetting about that ring.
It's not on the standard. I think it's something I need to add.
Right. Okay. So that you know, I'll have that on me.
Is that new head where you're sporting there, Corym?
Yeah. It is. It gives me. You remember that time we went into Safiq's lair, and I had the extreme misfortune of being turned to stone. Well, I believe that this headwear may protect me from such a fate again.
Well, the problem with turning you to stone, you're the only one that can unturn people from stone. There's some irony there. But... I'm going to put 2 healing potions in my pouches because I bought an extra pouch on my belt. Okay.
Hey, you're in a Vox Machina shirt. I'm on episode 38 at the moment.
I've just got into the 80s on the first one. Yeah. It's really good time remover.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 hours per episode. I just can't always watch them.
Just I stick them on throughout the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're off to Perfect Glass. Anyone else needs to do anything else?
One thing I wanted. We've had a day, haven't we, Jamie?
Uh-huh.
So yesterday at some point, could I have dug up where I hid my face and see if it's still there?
It is still there.
Does it still feel magical and tingle?
It does.
Okay, because I remember we had a conversation with Rastvyn or Reinhold or someone about it, and you asked me to check, didn't you?
You asked me, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to check if it was still there.
It's exactly where you left it. It doesn't look like the ground. It's been disturbed in any way. Sends a shiver down your spine to look at it, though.
And how does Gartok's face look when we look at it?
Well, slightly brutish. But he looks like Gartok.
Looks like his face.
He looks like Gartok of old, yes.
And when I feel it, it feels. I don't feel like, pus and.
Put your hands upon your face and you feel your skin. You feel the touch of your fingers.
Just to recap, when I felt it, I didn't feel that, did I?
No.
Just checking. I hadn't misremembered.
So, as we were all meeting up, I would have at some point told Rastvyn explicitly and anyone else who ever heard that face I had is still safe in my keeping, and it still feels like a strange magical piece of skin.
Also becomes a target as well. I'll ping off any detect magic. So look after it.
It's still hidden.
I would advise you, Gartok, that to keep it safe, I would advise you put it in a lead-lined box.
I would.
That will stop most detection spells from discovering it.
Or stone, foot of stone. Oh no, that might be for against message. Listen to Rastvyn, he's the wiser wizard. Yeah, I'm new.
I have I have a box you can use if you wish, Gartok.
It's well, I left it. It's for everyone's safety. I won't tell you where, but it's safe.
Good.
3 feet of wood or dirt also does the trick. Against detect magic, certainly.
Yeah, it's a good distance, isn't it? It's kind of like message, certain amount blocking it.
And out of character, it's a case of he's buried a couple of chests with a good portion of his money and that mask. Probably at least 4 or 5 feet down, because it's like I go at least half my kind of height down at the very least. The whole that kind of size. So it's probably a good 4 or 5 feet down in a chest.
Just don't get hit too hard on the head and forget where you put it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ooh, I got command. I kind of wanted command today. I got it? No.
All right, so Ulborin can go to perfect glass. They have diamonds worth 100 gold, 112 gold, 265 gold, 340 gold.
It's at least 300 gold, isn't it? 340 then.
Okay.
I'll just buy the one.
All right.
Haggle. Go on.
No.
Go on. Show me your dagger.
It's not haggling if you use a weapon. That's
It's a different type of dagger.
Haggling. It's a very.
I wanted to make a withdrawal from the bank and they wouldn't haggle.
Does it come up on equipment? No, I don't know if it does. A diamond?
I've just put it in the equipment at the bottom of this.
Notes.
Just custom item.
Yeah, it's a quick custom item.
It is actually on there, but if you find the diamond, the value is 5,000 gold as standard.
Okay.
I'll point to Corym just so he's aware. I've got the iron rough cut diamond around my neck. So, just in case, you know where it is. You don't need to pull one out of a packet.
Okay, I shall bear that in mind.
How many times can you cast Revivify?
I believe it's a 4th level spell.
That's an evil word.
Don't ask me that. Was it 3rd level? Revivify?
I can cast it 3 times.
Let's put it this way, I can
3
raise
times.
everybody in the party.
How many times?
3 for me.
Okay.
I've got a diamond on me joker, and then one in my hand.
I'm thinking we need more than one diamond each by the sounds of this.
Okay, I'll refresh. Hold on.
Although
doesn't have that much cash on him.
I don't typically reserve. I only typically reserve one revivify, and that's usually for Corym.
I have a trip to Perfect Glass, and I buy.
I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just messing.
Yeah.
With you. I'm sure you won't.
You're
I'm sure you won't
fucking
need
with us.
any.
You're fucking with us now.
If we're down to casting multiple revivifies in the middle of a combat, we're fecked, aren't we?
I can nearly raise everyone twice.
Jesus.
But on that round where you're the only person standing, still surrounded by enemies, will you spend your action this round to revivify someone?
No, I'll be grabbing
Be
5
fucking
other
running.
people.
No, you'll be reviving one of the sorcerers or the wizards to get you the fuck out of there. It's like, teleport now!
Not when I can do it myself.
Teleport.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Is today when the day when
Bad news for someone.
is today the day where we've got the meeting with Sten organised?
Yes. You, I think, you made that arrangement for tomorrow, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, we need to do that then.
So it is rather late in the day though, Harbinger. So we'll be arriving at the mountains come nightfall.
Could you reschedule it?
Yeah, shall I send a runner to the town hall?
Maybe
I'll do that.
first, and see if we can rearrange for a couple of days' time.
Have you got something to give him to tart up the deal? Because you've just bailed on whatever this conversation is.
It was an appointment which I made, Reinhold.
Okay.
It was more the timing was convenient to bump into somebody else at the same time, but I can wait for another day.
I'm sure you'll understand.
I will find someone from the temple.
Okay.
Potentially one of the homeless people.
Okay.
And I will say, I'll give them, I'll give you 2 gold to take a message.
2 gold to take a message.
Yes, to the halls.
Is it an important message?
Yes,
mean-
it is.
Sort of gotta do it with my life kind of a message.
You won't hopefully come into any danger, but
Hopefully.
I can't predict everything.
Well, it sounds like this is worth more than 2 gold at the moment.
It's not worth more than 2 gold.
My life isn't worth more than 2 gold to you.
Your life is worth more than 2 gold. That's why you're staying here, isn't it? Staying in the temple?
It does seem safe in the temple, but I'm not sure about running through the streets with a message that might be dangerous.
Well, it's not dangerous.
You said it
At
might
all.
be.
I said that you may run into danger.
Well, that's a might, isn't it?
I believe what the Harbinger means is that we cannot predict what dangers may be out there in the town, and it is as dangerous as going for a quick jog around the town or for a drink with your friends in the Weary Sailor or the Hung Goat or whichever bar you prefer to go to.
Well, those all sound like pretty dangerous things. I mean, sometimes going to bars can be pretty dangerous, and also I've drunk quite a bit in my time, so doing for a jog is a risk.
I flick him another gold.
No, don't,
Right.
Reinhold. I think we'll find somebody else. Don't worry. You stay at the temple.
Fair enough.
I will find someone else.
Okay.
Should we not just ask Jeffrey?
Could ask Jeffrey, but I would like to give them some purpose staying here. It seems though we need to sort out who's staying because I'm not sure he's even homeless.
If you can afford to turn down 2 gold.
That's 2 weeks' work for some people.
It is, yeah. So I will.
You never
Yeah,
heard
you're
of people turning down a job because they don't want to work.
No, absolutely.
Right, yeah, I will.
That's the trouble with charity, isn't it?
I will follow Dramos' advice. I'll find Jeffrey.
Give them a choice, Harbinger. Send them to your to Dramos's workplace, or they can stay here and work.
Oh, yeah.
Make them earn their keep.
We do need more workers at the quarry, and we do have a second one which we are trying to turn into a quarry again.
Yeah.
I would be mandating that a good day's labour at the quarry is the price for food and board.
Well,
I
certainly
feel like
make Till smile at least.
I would agree, but if Corym catches wind of this behaviour, you know what he'll say about us.
Say you were breeding strong warriors for Darius.
Yeah.
Labour at the quarry can add some muscle, and maybe they can turn into some useful guards.
Before you know it, it's the quarry of Darius.
Well, I've been meaning to talk to you about dealing with some of the people who might have use of them north, potentially training with Laurie, if willing, completely willing, not conscription.
They are all free people, and I'm offering them food and board of charity. If they would like to go north with you, then I will not stop them in aid of Darius. The temple is providing more than we can afford at the moment, so I'm sure it will be beneficial for us both.
This is it. Well, the weak and infirm and people who don't want to fight can still have sanctuary here, but if people do want to make a change, earn a living, and train, they have a chance up north, potentially, in a little bit of time when Corym's done.
Yes. I
welcome any time.
We'll discuss that. I don't really want to just have a temple of the weak and infirm, but I understand.
Take all the strong and the fit.
Yeah.
Well, it's work. Some might want it. Fallen on
seems not all of them.
Yeah.
I will ask Jeffrey.
Okay.
Jeffrey. Could you just take a message, please? It would be much appreciated. We're going out again on another dangerous mission, and
of course, Harbinger. No task is too small. This.
If everyone had that mentality, Jeffrey, then it would be a better place.
You say you are in pursuit of some danger today.
Yes, I don't want to go into too much detail, but we're heading north. It will be dangerous.
Well, I've got to know you and several of your colleagues, so I'd like to think that you'll show all due caution.
I can't guarantee for myself. I'm not particularly good at it, but I know a number of them are wise enough not to act rashly, and I trust them.
Well, I was about to head out to the Temple of Imogen anyway, so whatever you need, I was on my way out.
Could you just go to the halls and speak to Andrew and say that I'm very sorry, but the meeting that Dramos had organised with Sten, we won't be available for today.
All right, I'll find this Andrew and give apologies that Dramos and yourself will be unavailable for your meeting today due to important circumstances.
Yes, if you stress that it's urgent, pressing matters have called us away again.
Urgent, pressing matters, and you send your sincerest apologies. I understand.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. It's much appreciated.
Can I insight him? Just to see if he's being genuine. Yeah, just to see if he's not going to drop us in the shit.
Oh!
Nat 20. I know his birthday. I know what he ate last night.
He seems to be being honest, although you feel that there is something amiss compared to other times that you've seen Jeffrey. He seems on edge.
Okay. I'll just Harbinger, you just mind if I have a moment with Jeffrey?
Of course.
Yeah. You might come with me, actually. Jeffrey, what's wrong? You seem a little off today.
It's a small matter. Nothing that should really interfere with your clean mindset you need today.
Well, your demeanor's already interested me now, and we're just preparing. We're waiting for Ulborin to come back. I have some time. What's wrong?
I had an unfortunate run-in with a loved one.
Okay.
And it did not go well. And further to that, I had somewhat troubling dreams about the incident last night.
I'm unaware of the incident last night. I'll be looking at Harbinger.
Oh no, I mean, I've merely had unfortunate dreams of my the person in question straying from the correct path and embracing a unfortunate and gluttonous evil.
Oh, is this? It's not about a large chap that sleeps in the hay, is it, by any chance? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I'm referring to my brother Leslie Howell.
I think I've met him. Interesting fellow.
He's a good man, always has been, but I fear he's strayed into decadence, and there are evils out there that would lead you from the true path into a sordid embrace.
The worst thing you can do is not say anything. Maybe speak to him.
I would love to speak to him, but the door seems to be closed to me at the moment.
Well, bide your time, and I'm sure an opportunity will present itself.
And if it does not, I will be forced to take him by force and make sure he's purified in the temple. I need to make sure that he is good.
Now that sounds like a Darius follower more than a Imogen follower.
It shames me to have to even consider such drastic measures, but I cannot see him stray.
Right. I completely agree with you in your actions. If you feel something is wrong, you've got to take charge and then correct it immediately.
You have to show people love at all times. But also it's sometimes necessary to force people to do the right thing.
Look at Harbinger, and it's like we can't really disagree with that, can we?
Yeah, I think once again, I think that's what some of the people around here need. I've had some conversations this morning that would suggest that some people need forcing onto the right path in order to make a better life for themselves. But like you said, that's a matter for another day.
You can lead the people to an oasis, Harbinger, but still some will demand wine.
Yes. You've got to earn your keep.
Wise words of Imogen there.
Well, thank you for... I know this is a personal matter, and I kind of forced it out of you, but I know worry when I see it.
It is a small concern, as I said, nothing compared to whatever the Harbinger will put you through over the next day or so.
I will give him the 2 gold because he's been honest and earned it, and I'll place 2 gold for your time today.
Thank you. I will make sure to deposit it in the box when I visit the Temple of Imogen.
Give our regards to Ngaro when you're there.
I will.
Thank you very much for delivering the message.
Do I get your inference that you'd previously asked someone to deliver this message?
Yes, I asked one of the individuals who's staying with us, who I believe was found on the streets, but wouldn't seem to take the 2 gold payment for the job. Suggested that the outside was too dangerous.
Did you get the man's name?
I didn't. Can I see him now, Dad?
Yeah.
But it was that fellow over there.
Can I see if Harbinger's pointing at the right person? Because I know our eyesight's shite.
She's pointing at the table which that man is sat on with 2 other people. So.
I will point at the correct person.
The one in the blue shirt. It's green.
I might take some time today when I've returned from the temple to re-educate this gentleman in the correct ways to be to show gratitude for those who put a roof over your head.
Well, it's not expected of you, Jeffrey. You've already done enough.
It is expected of me, Harbinger, just not by you.
Jeffrey, perhaps you could take the man with you on your mission and show him that it is quite safe to walk the streets.
Lead by example.
Exactly. Take that man to the oasis in your example.
Take him under your
and
wing.
Don't give him any wine.
Indeed. I'll take your words on board and I'll go and speak to the man now.
I'm watching this.
So he calmly goes over to the table, which the man is sat at, and he steps over the bench and sits down opposite him. So, I understand that you are ungrateful and ungodly. And you would prefer life in a ditch than to assist those who have offered you aid. Well, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that fair work... How many days have you stayed here, young man? Well, I've been here a couple of weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. I see you're eating food. Well, they've offered it to you, in the hope that you will become a better person. And here you sit, scorning those who aid you. I'm not scorning anybody. I think you should hand the rest of your gruel there to the man next to you, and we'll take a walk, shall we? Well, I didn't ask what you wanted to do. I was explaining to you what's going to happen next. Now, get on your feet. We're going to tour some of the temples and educate you in the ways of the Six.
I don't know much about the matter, but whatever dispute lies between him and his brother, Jeffrey's undoubtedly right.
Oh, I'm taking a mental note of Jeffrey for hiring him for Darius.
Hey!
Gotta rob that one.
Heartily approve of him. Yeah.
He, half leads, half pushes the man out of the doors.
Okay. So, we're going by a horse. We're going to travel north. We're going to follow Fletcher's map. Is that the plan?
Well, I'm thinking if we go to the mountains to the east, which is probably easily accessible, we may want to... From the map, I can see one that there's a encampment to the northeast, but your notes say northwest. There is a almost like a shrine with that, or remains of a building just on the western edge of that forest to the north.
Does anyone...
And there's one on the lake as well, actually. There's some sort of monument on the lake, just north of the lake.
Fletcher's map, is it?
Does anyone have the ability to ask nature or their god about the direction?
Not today.
Not until
Perhaps I should
we
try
go
to
for-
Ravaran and see if we can see the locale he's in.
Potentially try it. He might be
He may know
shielded.
we're coming then for sure, but I'm sure he's been keeping tabs on us one way or the other.
Hmm.
Can anyone send him a message over a great distance and let him know we still plan to meet him?
Not at the moment.
Not
no.
at the moment. I remember there being a test. I didn't think about communication long distance. I have short distance.
Just a thought. I know it's something that can be done.
Yes.
It makes sense to me that it would be northwest, because I'm thinking that the temple is on the western coast. Not the temple, sorry, the city and palace is on the western coast, which would mean that the journey that we're taking will be in between Briador and the Fallen Palace, which will mean that he will also be able to make that journey out to kind of meet us. However, the eastern path and the eastern side of the city is probably much safer than the west, being so close to the palace and all the Nadarian ships that we're seeing.
My suggestion is, why don't we travel up the east side of those mountains, loop around to that village just to the northeast, understand what's going on there from a distance, and we can always head north and head through the forest to try and look west. We'll have cover that way.
Sounds like a good start.
We know some of the land to the east of those mountains as well. We've not ventured to the western spur of those mountains.
Side note, Harbinger, just in case we are out there for a long time, I brought Remove Curse with me. So if you do need to get out your armor for whatever reason,
Thank you very much.
I'll do what I can.
I think there's a chance that we could even be travelling for a whole day and need to rest outside.
Yeah. That was my thought.
So maybe we should pack provisions and somewhere
I
to
see.
stay.
Well, there's half a bowl of gruel on that table. That'll do me for a bit. I'll immediately start eating it.
It's good.
It's good.
We would need rations.
Yeah.
I got 2 days of rations, so I'm good.
I have nothing on me. Okay, rations. We got diamonds and potions and all that, so let's get some supplies, get on the horses, get going.
Yeah, I might pack up my horse with javelins and bedding and things like that. Obviously for the same purpose, javelins and bedding.
As you do.
Yeah.
You're hand in hand, you know.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's any supplies you particularly want to pick up, I'm happy for you to just get them at the price that's in the player's handbook. If there's anything specific you want, or if there's anything unusual, again, you can visit any of the market stalls and whatnot before you leave.
I'd say 3 days of rations rather than have more than less. Also, we don't know what we're trading either, in case we meet anything. I can go out and buy a good chunk of rations. I will buy. How many people we got with us? Actually, we taking Laurie?
No, Laurie.
No. Okay, I'll go out and buy 21 lots of rations. And there's going to be one of them which is going to be a really fucking hot chicken. I'm not going to tell which one it is.
I'm just getting a tent.
A tent, okay.
A tent.
Sure, okay. Yeah, and Reinhold, you get a hot chicken. You hope that the spice is enough to preserve it on the trail.
I'll feed it someone.
All right. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Let's say the only other thing I do while we're all saddling up and getting provisions, I'll take a moment quickly. Well, sorry, briefly. Ritually, can I speak with animals and just quietly talk to the horses?
Okay.
It's probably very strange talking to Altibo because I'm not quite sure what he is. Because it's,
He's a wonderful guy.
But just, just asking them that we're going to take a long travel, be swift, be sure of foot, just reassuring them, not expecting a response, but just kind of...
Sure, I'm not much prefer to be travelling than standing still. I don't. I like to be standing still and eating. Have you got anything I can eat? First horse looks at that one. You need to stop eating so much. What if we have to run?
I'll just spend the 10 minutes it lasts for just comforting them and patting them and brushing them and stuff like that, just making them feel comfortable.
The second horse talks at length about how he's storing energy in the case in event of an incident which requires him having to run a long distance without sustenance. But the other horses are not convinced by it.
That sounds like and
Altibo says nothing.
Yeah.
I imagine Altibo to have a personality like Jarek in the horse world.
Can we make our way to the north gate then?
If everybody's happy with their shopping. Yeah, okay.
All good. I jump on the back of Harbinger's Altibo.
Okay.
Let's ride!
I feel like we need to get you a horse, Ulborin.
No, I'm just too lazy to get one. Let's go.
Oh, can't we get him a horse?
Okay, throw 10 gold each and into a... Have you got any money on you, Ulborin? Or have you just blown it?
I've not blown it. I've got some money on me.
Can we get Ulborin a horse?
Go on, spend 10 minutes. Go and pick out a shite horse. Whatever's in the bargain bin.
Bargain bin horse.
10 gold horse.
Alright. I'll go to the stables and see what horse there are for sale.
Well, sir, we have a fine array of horses available. Let me take you in as... judge you as a man. What could I possibly give to a gentleman such as you? I have the very thing. I suggest for a person such as you, nothing too large, nothing too beastly. Looks like you might struggle with an aggressive animal. Perhaps something... Follow me.
Okay.
It takes you through an archway into the back stable area where there are a number of stalls. How do you feel about doing the right things?
I mean, I don't always do the right thing, but I try to.
Well, that is what I thought. I have here an animal that also does not believe in doing the right thing. It's due to be made into another product soon, so you would be saving his life.
What's his issue? Is there anything wrong with him?
Well, he hasn't done anything to me, but the previous owner did not want to keep him around the other horses.
What, did he start biting them, or...?
Yes, biting them, let's say that. He's very reasonably priced, anyway, at 50 gold pieces.
Go on, then. I give 50 gold pieces.
You are made for each other. Now, have you a saddle?
I have not got a saddle now.
Ah, well, you will need a saddle to suit a horse such as this, and a buttock such as yours. Now, I have 3 saddles available. Are you much of a rider?
Not the best rider.
We're going to have to eliminate the starter saddle straight away. You need something that's going to offer you security. So, turn around for me a moment. It's going to be the 30 gold saddle for you, I'm afraid. Otherwise, you're going to slip right out.
Go on in. Trust your judgment.
Excellent, excellent. Do you know how to saddle your horse?
I'm guessing that's going to be a service.
No. I'll show you exactly how to saddle your horse. Here we go. Just put a saddle on right there. pull this buckle here, you obviously step into here. Now, at the end of the day, do you know how to take proper care of your horse, brush it down, and...
I've seen Harbinger occasionally do it.
Excellent, a tutor is always good. Do you have brushes and all the equipment you need to suitably take care of your horse?
I'll just borrow Harbinger's.
You're going to use a brush that's been through another horse's... okay, that's fine, that's fine. If you want your horse to be irritable, then that is fine. Well, I hope you enjoy your purchase of your new horse. Enjoy your saddle. You've bought enough food to keep it happy, yes?
Do you have any food? Because I have not.
We actually do some packs suitable for feeding your horse. You can't trust them just to eat grass and twigs on the road. Would you like the 2-week pack?
That seems like a bit too much for now.
Are you not anticipating the horse surviving more than 2 weeks?
Well, I do, but...
I hope I have not saved this horse from a fate.
I don't know.
I really hoped that you had saved this horse from a sticky fate. And it seems now you have no plans to keep the horse beyond 2 weeks.
I mean, in our line of work, horses seem to die quite often.
Sir, I was selling this horse to you in good faith.
I will look after it the best I can. That's all you can hope for, really.
I hope the animal survives more than a couple of days and is not going to meet a grisly fate.
With me, I'll try my hardest.
Fine, all right. You drive a hard bargain, but I'll bring it down to the 1-week ration pack for the horse.
1 week, sure. That's
5 gold for that.
5 gold.
Excellent. Do you have anything to carry the rations in?
No, not really. I don't exactly carry a big bag on me.
Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. We have some sacks here suitable. You can just store it at the rear of the horse here. Hang it over. Don't put it too close to his mouth, otherwise he'll be in there all the time. Just to drape it there. The bag is 2 gold.
2 gold. Are you guys all watching as I'm like?
Yes, pissing myself laughing.
I'm not.
Watching or pissing yourself laughing?
I'm buying my tent at this point, I think.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy that I was able to offer you this bargain horse. Obviously, 50 gold is very cheap as horses go. And I hope it will serve you well. Keep it away from the other horses, though. Try and tie it up a distance away.
Okay. Well, let's just. Yeah, I'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And if he's a bit of trouble, I'll tie him away from somewhere else.
Just make sure he stays away from the other horses, and definitely not near any mules or donkeys or anything like that.
Okay.
Everything should be fine. Thank you for purchasing a horse with me, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you, sir. And then, I'll just take the horse out.
Okay.
So you've got Pritt Stick now.
Yeah.
Or Gorilla Glue. I don't know. Lasagna? Tesco? Come, Tesco, come!
I kind of want to speak to that horse, but I kind of don't want to at the same time.
Seen shit, man. Done some things.
Okay. So, Ulborin comes back with his horse, which you are free to name, whatever you wish. And
Wait a minute, hold on. What colour was it?
What colour was it? It was white with dark patches.
Alright, okay. I don't know what to name it at the moment.
Definitely Pritt Stick.
Definitely Pritt Stick.
Definitely Pritt Stick.
No, you Piva.
You Beaver. You who's a glue? UHU?
Yeah, you.
Well, you PVA. I was thinking of you Piva.
Yeah. Oh man,
What
that was hardest upsell it's ever been. It was so
you got
good.
fleeced.
50 gold for the horse and 50 gold for the accoutrements.
50 gold. It's 50 gold for a good horse. Bag of shit horse is like lower than that.
No.
If it's 75 in fairness for a normal horse.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was more. Oh, less. Right.
All right. So Ulborin comes back from the stables with his horse. The horse is plods along quite.
I think I've made an absolutely bad deal, but for how much he was charging me, it seemed all right.
You learn to love their mistakes.
Your horse is looking weird, Ulborin.
Oh, I think he's got some issues, but
What kind of issues?
I don't know. He's meant to be. I'm meant to keep him away from other horses.
Well, he's riding next to 6 of them, so this should be interesting.
He should be fine. I
There'll
hope.
be absolutely no problem at all.
I think I'll mentally tell Altivo. Keep an eye on that one.
I'm gonna quickly buy a bag of carrots as well, just for my horse.
Okay.
Right, north.
I tell you what. Actually, before we leave, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna get on him first, and then just walk around and to see how he controls.
There's a bit of resistance as you try to pull the reins to get him away from the other horses. But once you take his vision away from him, he trots around admirably enough. Seems quite athletic.
Okay. Right. All right. I'm ready.
That's another major bad guy. That guy. Probably think.
Probably.
It's Thunder reincarnate.
Yeah.
Thunder's still around, isn't he?
Is he still kicking about?
Somewhere.
Yeah. You turned him briefly, but he turned back.
We don't know where the donkey is. I don't think.
The last he was seen was at Burns Hut.
Probably
That's the last I saw of him, anyway.
Yeah, last I remember of him.
Yeah. Storm Rider.
Let us make our way. We have dallied long enough.
Okay.
You're right.
So, you hit the north. They were Myloc's way, heading north. Where in the group would you like to ride, Ulborin?
At the back, probably.
I'd probably say at the
Blowing
front,
your horses.
personally.
I'll ride at the front then. If I see him I don't know. What's his reaction exactly when he's when I'm riding at the back?
He trots along quite nicely. Enthusiastic to keep up with the rest of the party. You know, if they trot, he trots a little bit faster to stay close. But he seems to be breathing quite heavily, blowing air out of his mouth quite a bit. Nostrils flaring.
Mine's wild.
He's got a horny horse.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I can't believe what I do is I'm gonna kind of look down and just be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" No.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Its refueling rod is extended.
By the way, which one of any of your horses are any of them female?
Are you presuming your own horse's orientation?
Maybe.
Does it matter?
It matters.
Yeah.
I think most of our horses would be female. You'd very rarely ride a male.
I think mine's
Altivo's
male.
male.
I think mine's male. The
Mine's
Cephalus
female.
is definitely a male stallion.
I
Is
have
it
no idea.
In the
Mine's just a
fantasy
horse.
world, they're all male. It seems.
Mine's
Mine was-
female, wearing a particularly petite saddle.
And a tutu.
Like a tutu, yeah.
Is it staying close to Rastvyn's horse? Yeah.
It sounds like
Well, a riding horse
Rastvyn's horse is
is
asking
male.
for it.
size of that saddle.
Okay, so heading north on Myloc's Way. The time passes uneventfully. You cut your way through the farmlands. The sky remains overcast, but no sign of the night's rain. It doesn't take too long to reach the well, which I presume you'll carry straight on from. To stay on that.
Yeah, we'll take that middle path up to the lake is what the intention is on the map.
Travel past the woods looking as foreboding as always. Twisted vines pulling the trees back down into the earth wherever possible. One of the particularly large trees has branches reaching up to catch the sun. The branches are bowed over where the vines have caught hold of it and forcing this oak's arms down to give it more the shape of a willow, bringing its arms down towards the earth. Unusual and unsettling. You see some brief wildlife, a couple of rabbits and foxes, nothing too aggressive, no wolves or anything like that, or some such. You travel on, you eventually reach, you come into sight of the pass. The remains of the Helvetian camp are there. However, the walls have been knocked down by rubble that have come down the mountain. There's no sign of the entrance to the Temple of Resurrection. That seems to have been completely buried by a landslide, and there's just a huge pile of rock here now with the remains of the wooden post that once formed the Helvetians' wall. You can see the tip of that obsidian tower just beyond a couple of rises into the mountains. Off to your right are the hills, and as some of you know, just beyond those hills, 4 or 5 miles, the pyramid. But your path is to the north. The mountains split, leaving a wide open flat plain ahead.
What I'm proposing we do on the map is almost head up through this. I'll use the painting. Is heading up through this valley here, because I think Fletcher's map. Where's Fletcher's map gone? Fletcher's map sort of shows. If Brewador's there, looking at Brewador's sort of there, isn't it?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly. Then this map is almost showing. I'm interpreting it as that top right bit is sort of there. Really hard to tell on the scales.
Did we not come this way before?
I'm pretty sure we've scooted before down and around this way, haven't we?
Yeah.
When we got spotted, so I'm thinking about using the mountain as cover and coming across. Just then head west if you can.
So you've travelled up this route initially. You came down the side. You got caught in a river. There. There's the lake. There's the willow to the north of the lake, which hangs over the circle. Right. And you went up this mountain here to the cave with a mirror in it.
Okay.
So maybe that one there, we head to the base of that mountain and just head around the foothills and skirt around. At least we see if Brewador's still there.
If you think it's best, I'll...
As if the encampment outside Brewador's there.
I don't know what's best.
Let's do that. Can we head for the base of the hill where the cave is?
Okay. So you
might be worth popping in and seeing if that cave's been used as well.
Okay. So you're going to head over that sort of way?
Yes.
All right. You head across the plains. This is, to a degree, the part of the way you saw Fletcher taking those orcs. But you carry on further north. The ground is undulating, small groups of trees and bushes here and there Nothing grows with verdant enthusiasm. It's like there are pockets of growth here and there, and then the rest of the ground is pockmarked with rock formations and thin soil on stone. Life does exist and grass grows, but it's clinging on rather than growing enthusiastically. You think when you see the trees, it must just be a pocket where the roots can get enough grip on the ground to actually stay upright. Indeed, in some of the places you see some of the odd trees, the roots are very visible above the ground, almost like hands gripping hold of rocks to try and have any grip. And from the times you've been through here, the wind can blow quite hard through this pass. After travelling for some more time, the lake comes into view. It's wide, covering a good distance of this valley. The water seems to be still. Just here and there's a brief ripple, as if a fish has come to the surface to grab an insect and then disappeared again immediately. You can see the tree to the northern side of the pond from here. If you wish to continue on this route, you'll have to go across a stream more than a river. It's quite wide, but the water is very shallow. You can clearly see the rocks at the base of it.
I'm happy to proceed to the river, to the stream.
Sure.
Yeah.
We also have a letter, don't we? We took off Fletcher,
Yeah, it's okay.
which gives us permission to pass through the ruins of Brewador unharmed to the settlement to the north.
Although we're probably
That is
well
quite old, though.
recognised. Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to disguise ourselves in any way. We've got three of us plastered in Darish worship. Gartok, who's very visible, and Dramos, who is like unusual looking.
I switched out my disguise self spell as well. Oh.
Well, he's alright.
I'm able to change our appearance.
That might be worse.
It's seeming.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's something. Yeah, that would be something to keep
If
in
we
mind.
need to.
Yeah.
Well, I prepared
Yeah,
it today.
Let's not use it if we can get around it.
But we're hopefully not passing through those ruins, are we? We're just moving around.
Well, do you know that letter you spoke of? Do you roughly know the layout? I can create a piece of parchment with a more modern look to it, if you like. But it's an illusion. But it is on parchment.
I have it with me. I'll bring it out, but it just grants us passage.
Who's that passage
This
warranted
is the
by?
bearer. The bearer has permission to pass through the ruins of Brewador unharmed to the settlement to the north.
I don't see why we can't use that. But you guys will know more than I do.
This was this game was played last June.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
right.
9th of June and the 11th of June 2020.
Even in game time, that's a good few months.
Yeah, so this is months and months old.
Okay, right. So that's off the table.
Well, it's a last resort if we need
Well-
to, but I wouldn't use it as a. And a lot has happened since then in terms of, the pyramid is being excavated. It looks like they had orcs going over there to help. There's not orcs excavating it anymore. There seems to be the undead excavating it. So
Yeah,
there's
new
a
management
lot
potentially.
going on and changed since we encountered Fletcher. May
Okay.
Darius beat on his soul.
Well, let's go around the long way.
So
I'm going to send Hooty ahead of us, provided there's nothing obvious in the skies to try and attack. He's a bird of prey, but
I'll send Gremlin behind us just to make sure we're not being followed. For whatever reason.
okay. Bolt. Yeah, there you go. Is it? Must be, yes. All right, so you're going to send Hooty up.
And as we approach the where we know the cave is, I'm particularly interested in sort of doing a flyby at a reasonable height, nothing obvious, but just around that cave area, see if there's any activity there, anybody moving in and out, any sign of people there.
Okay, so you send Hooty up. Apart from some animals, a deer moves between some thickets of trees, followed briefly shortly afterwards by a stag. The stag is very pale in colour. You don't see anything too aggressive. From her height, you can get a rough view of the ruins of Briodor in the distance, but no detail from where you are at the moment.
Does it look like there's a? Can I understand if there's a camp still there? Do I see any dotted tents?
You can see through Hooty's eyes a clump of something, but even for her, it's just too far.
Oh yeah, it's just if there's some major,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's tents or not, but I just know there's something just below where Briodor is, basically.
So 1 second. So you can easily take your horses across the stream. It's very shallow. The water's quite slow moving. As it is, it looks like the more aggressive river comes down from the mountains and then is caught in this depression where it fills out the lake, and then the lake slowly flows out in a wide pattern to create this this outflow. You take the horses across and find yourself in rough ground. You can see the base of the hills up ahead and to your right, and the tree off to the left, round to the northern side. You continue to push east towards where the base of the mountains is. Just for a brief moment, there's a tremble. The horses get skittish as the earth shakes briefly.
I'll move to the side of the road, just because remembering the Ankeg.
The rumbling stops quickly enough. The horses whinny and move to the side, and heads come up. They appear to be quite unnerved by the brief earthquake. Or tremor, rather.
The hell was that?
Could be a number of things.
Tremor of some kind.
I've never experienced one of those.
We had a large bug creature pop out the road.
Thank you.
When doing something similar. We're sending Gremlin up. Is there anything following us?
I'll take a perception check from Gremlin and a perception check from Hooty, please.
I get advantage on perception, apparently. 19.
Okay.
10. Assuming advantage is there again.
Right. Gremlin takes to the air and flies directly south of your position before letting the air current pick him up and come back round to you. A couple of figures in the distance heading parallel to your direction, heading west-east, on foot.
So they're going away from us, or
they're heading directly east from their position. You're heading kind of north-east at the moment.
Okay. What size? Are they Goliath, or?
You can say at the distance they are. You can say it's best that they are approximately human-sized.
Okay. Well, I know there are people in these areas, but I'll mention it to the group.
Well, we
must be traveling east.
Now the reason we're up here, I don't think we need to investigate.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
A lot of things.
Just in case, just to make sure everyone's aware. Okay. Then I'll let Gremlin do circles behind us, and if she picks anything up, just let me know.
Okay. There's another brief rumble from the ground. Nothing too aggressive. The horses are clearly unnerved by it.
I don't like this. I think we need to. Well, some of us were in for that ankeg. It probably isn't that. It might be something else. But I don't think travelling in a straight line, one behind each other, single file, is a good idea. Maybe space out a bit. 15 feet between us as we're going.
We're on rough ground. There's no real path to follow here, so
Yes. Just spread out a little bit.
Yep.
All right.
I will look around cautiously as Ulborin's horse is following mine.
Easy, boy, easy.
Can we have a look round to see if there's any like cracks or anything in the ground which might just like show that like a molehill or anything like that which looks out of place?
I'll take a perception check.
Oh dear.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
No.
Lord.
You scan the area. You've got outcrops of rock here and there, leading up to the slope of the mountain. There's dirt patches. You can see scrapes in the soil where animals have clearly passed. Nothing that looks like a giant molehill or anything like that.
Is there any fresh tracks or anything like that?
You can make a survival check.
Yeah, the
sure.
rumbles don't sound like footsteps, do they?
I know, but I'm just seeing if there's anybody else in the area.
No. I was asking Dad, not you. Don't worry.
No, it's just like a brief earth tremor.
16.
Your immediate area, no. You move on a short distance, and you do find in between some rocky outcrops some booted footprints. Also, some animal prints here. A deer. The deer has been here since the booted footprints. Booted footprints were first. There's about 6 individuals.
How fresh do they look? Like how? Yeah.
A day, maybe. I mean, it rained heavily last night. It's still kind of visible, but a lot of detail's gone.
Nah, I'll just ignore it.
Okay. All right. What's the plan?
Should we just
I'm
continue?
heading towards the base of where the track leads up to the cave.
Okay.
Just move cautiously, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Hootie's
No,
ahead. I'm not.
myself.
Yeah, I don't think I'm sneaking per se, but I'm not blasting in either. There's 7 of us on horseback. We'd be see for miles away.
There's not much we can do about that, innit? You know.
I'm going to get off my horse, actually, and start walking the horse.
All right. So your pace slows slightly as Corym walks, leading his horse behind.
You okay, Corym?
Yes, I just feel a little more able if I walk. A little more sure of myself.
As you wish.
You get closer and closer to the base of the mountains. The ground is rockier here. The grass still is existent, but as your horses move on the grass, the sound of the ground has changed from a hollow clumping sound on soil to more of you can tell the grass is very thin, the thinnest layer of grass that's just in defiance of the lack of earth still managed to grow over the top of these rocks. There are chunks of thin, spindly plants which have grown up from between the rocks as well. Again, just clinging on to what it can to try and maintain some sort of life in this area.
Does it seem natural, as in normal?
It
plant life?
certainly seems more natural than the northern wood. It's nature trying its best in spite of harsh ground. Okay. Ulborin,
Yes.
can you make an acrobatics check for me, please?
Damn horse.
The horse has had it now. It's waited long enough.
19.
$19 if you didn't hear it.
Oh, 19. Yeah, 19.
19. Yeah, sorry, I don't always have that screen open. So,
Oh.
your horse bucks suddenly, throwing you back. You roll off and land on your feet, coming down into a crouch, but manages to stand up. But even as you stand and your horse rights itself, the ground explodes beneath you, throwing you back. You're knocked prone onto the ground, but are unharmed. Your horse runs aggressively to the left towards the lake. The rest of you looking round see the earth explode where you are. Huge chunks of rock spray out as this rock face just explodes. Huge boulders flying in every direction. Can have a dexterity saving throw from everybody else except from Nathan.
Oh, shit.
Great.
Oh, no. 13?
Reinhold, no!
Are we within 10 foot of or whatever for Harbinger?
No, the instructions were 15 foot
15
apart.
foot, split apart.
Uh-oh.
You're alright, Rastvyn, anyway.
6.
All right.
You want to shout out the scores or?
If you get
Yeah.
15 or less,
Tits.
15 or less,
That'll be Dramos and Corym, I think.
And myself.
Oh, sorry, and Reinhold. I didn't see you up there, Reinhold.
you are hit with stones pelting you hard.
Hold on. Oh, me.
Rolling his luck.
Oh, I'm
There
gonna
we
take
go.
it.
Right. Okay. Did I?
You rolled a 9.
Oh, that. There we are. There we go. I can see now. Oh, that's not very good. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bend over.
All right, so 11 points of damage if you fail,
Ow.
5 if you succeed.
What about for the horses?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good point.
What about the horses?
What happened to my horse? Is it just run away, or?
It's run a distance, but stopped and looked back.
Okay.
So
I think I might have got a name for him as well.
What's the...
You want us to make a horse roll.
yeah,
Oh,
I gotta find the horse. Hang on.
Just a straight dex save.
Is it just a riding horse?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So,
Okay.
Just a straight
I
dex
think
save.
and should have a penalty for dex
Oh.
checks.
Amanum got a 19.
I'll keep
Dexterous
a-
fat bastard.
It's gonna get a +5 from me, right? Keep by me.
12.
straight dex check.
For your horse, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's just a normal riding horse, then
Altibo gets a 21.
Okay, so if your horse fails, it's going to take 6 points. If it succeeds, 3.
Okay.
Oh, what? Poor horsey.
It's like half the horse's health, that is.
Immediately
Mhm.
uses the rod of resurrection on Amanum. No, I'm not. No.
No.
70
All
points
5
straight into the
charges.
horse.
5 charges, every single one.
I wanna
What has
change it.
caused this?
Well, so I think what we'll just do is what we need to do is just put you guys near horses. So Ulborin is towards the back where I put him. His horse is run over this direction.
I was probably towards the front, to be honest with you.
I'd like to be in the middle.
I was probably keeping an eye on Rastvyn.
Why isn't there one glorious horse?
Okay, so we've got one for Rastvyn, one for Reinhold.
I guess I would be somewhere up near the front, so I'll take that horse that's to the right, I guess. Like this one.
Okay.
So I'd have been vaguely near the front, but not leading.
Okay, so you are heading from this corner. So I'm putting Ulborin here. Corym, were you right at the back? Is that where you wanted to be?
Yeah, well, I've put myself next to that horse there.
That's fine. That's fine. So
I think that's Ulborin's horse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's mine horse. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll go for the other one.
Okay, you fixed
yeah.
it.
it's I can run one there.
Oh.
So that's where you all are. Rock explodes everywhere. A huge mass of flesh just flies out of the ground, spewing more stone in every direction. A huge noise issues from it as this mouth at one end of the mass of purple flesh erupts.
Oh no.
It slams down hard with its mass in front of you, and the rear end bursts in a second from a second explosion a little further behind you. Can everybody roll initiative, please?
Oh, crap.
Well, that didn't take very long.
Advantage as well, damn.
That's exactly where I want to be.
Right at the end.
No, seriously, clerics, go back. You don't want a cleric going
Yeah.
first. What are they going to
Yeah.
do?
No.
Is everyone
No,
okay?
you don't. Yeah.
Time. What is wrong with me?
It's so true to nature. Perception. Oh, no, Dramos beat you.
Oh, God, what the hell is that?
It's too close to Harbinger again. You gotta keep away, Dramos. You roll
You
fine
pay
when you're
me.
not
What can I
near it.
say? Maybe he's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, that's why you're always trying to sneak away. Just let me have my good rolls back.
Well, the early tiefling gets the worm, isn't it? Is that what it is?
It's terrible.
Maybe I woke up late this morning. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the
Okay.
music. Oh, yeah.
Purple bloody worm.
I assume we're on the turn tracker, but I can't actually see the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right. My character's not there.
I can see 4 of us. Now I can see
Oh.
more.
I
This,
see
this,
5. Yeah. I'll
And one of them's the
re-roll it.
worm.
I'll re-roll it and add and just change it.
this music is
I'll
giving me
do the
PTSD.
I got exactly the same initiative. Look at that. From the re-roll.
same. Well, I didn't.
I haven't got a token, I think, or I haven't got an initiative tracker.
I was going to say I haven't either.
I'll re-roll to try and get it on there, but
Click your token first on 420.
No, I've done that, but it doesn't work.
yeah, the turn tracker wasn't up this time, I don't think.
Well, let's try again.
You're on there for me. You're.
I might have it one now. There you are. It's not a 22.
I
though.
can manually add you, Dave. Hang on.
Alright,
There you go.
Well, I've updated my original initiative.
yeah.
Right, so who's going first?
Well, I'm giving him the surprise round.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. I still can't see myself on the turn tracker. Or is it just me?
You're right at the bottom.
I can't see you.
Oh no.
I can't see
No,
mine.
I can't see you.
Yeah, there I am.
Well, what I did, Dave, you click on your icon and make all the little things come up, then re-roll initiative, it pops up.
Yeah, I've tried that twice now, and 3 times actually now, and it didn't work. So
Pass.
I'm on.
All right. So it bursts out the ground, head next to Harbinger, and tries to slam down its mouth on her. Natural 1. The ground slams, explodes as its mouth goes straight in there, spraying you with more rock. Fuck you and your dice tray. The rear side of it, the end of the tail, it opens up and a sharp barb emerges, which stabs down in the ground to where Ulborin is.
Oh shit!
Natural
His
20.
head explodes. Oh!
What's that?
Ulborin's dead.
What's that?
Nat 20! Nat
Oh
20!
come on!
You-
Oh fuck
One
off.
extreme to the other.
One extreme to the
Welcome
other.
back, mate. Welcome back, mate.
Nice.
Yeah, welcome back, me.
How many hit points you got, Ulborin?
Oh.
38. I'm gonna die straight away, probably.
How many you got? 58?
38.
38.
38.
Holy shit, you are squished.
That's how I'm so far behind you guys. I can't keep up. So.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice,
so you're going to take 36 points of piercing damage.
Sure.
I went for the and.
It's a barb.
And
Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Poison.
I hate it. Like Matt Mercer's got, how do you want to do this? And I've just got a T-shirt that says and.
Yeah, but and can mean so many more things. That's why.
And
Okay,
you dice tray.
con saving throw, Ulborin, make it good.
Oh, it's 15.
That's not enough.
Oh. Oh man.
That's a lot of poison.
I can't keep up with you guys, so I'm probably gonna.
It's
die
all good.
quickly.
It's all good. Don't worry.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, we bought the wand of
I don't
resurrection.
think it is all good. I think he's about to die.
I'm going to roll it on the screen. Because I haven't got that many dice.
What's your hit point?
Oh, what?
You haven't got that many dice.
Maybe like 10 d8 or something.
Hang on, that
Wow.
might go with his max hit
I
point.
think he has 10 d8.
Yeah, that could outright kill him.
So, I've rolled a critical on this. Does he take double damage from this as well?
Yes, he
It's
does.
rolled dice. Yes.
Yeah, it's rolled dice.
Okay.
Poison?
No, it's just straight damage, isn't it?
Oh, you're dead.
Oh,
I'm dead. Yeah.
So, this stinger bursts through the centre of Ulborin's chest. He, for a second, his face goes blue and then he just falls to the ground. Black blood coming from his mouth. Ulborin's dead. So, top of the round, it's Corym.
I can, just to cut in, if I rage straight away, 'cause it's a surprise round, I can act on the surprise round.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
Yeah.
of my feature.
Okay.
So I will bonus action rage,
Mhm.
which allows me to go on this turn. And I'll just charge the thing.
Okay.
I guess it takes what, like half movement to get off a horse? Or 5 feet or half movement or something to get off a horse, is it?
Yes, half to get off the horse.
Yeah, so that puts me like there. So that's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I have 5 feet left basically.
Okay.
Um,
Classical Ulborin.
I'll swing twice.
Oh, nice hit.
23 to hit.
You slam the mace hard into its body. The
Uh,
flesh
20.
ripples.
20 points of damage. And second strike, 25 to hit for 16 points of damage.
Okay, you slam into this thing twice, splitting the skin on both occasions. Its head comes up out of the ground from where it slammed into Harbinger, and again.
That's my turn on the surprise round.
All right. No, Ed, can anybody else do anything on the surprise round?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Top of the round, it's Corym.
Okay. Oh,
I think it's your turn, Corym. I revived him last time.
You should make sure you've taken a note of how many times you've been revivified.
It matters.
I can't even remember now. So.
I'm quite sure Jamie's making a note.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'll run over.
Lucky.
And I'll. Has he got a diamond ostentatiously hanging around his neck
No.
or something?
So it's somewhere on me, but I haven't got it on me.
Right. Okay. I'll
Check his butt.
Prisoner's wallet.
I'll unsling my backpack, quickly rummage around, and pull one out of my backpack.
Okay, that's an
then I'll
action to
turn
find
around.
that one from your backpack.
Oh, is that an action? Is it?
Unless you got it on
Oh,
you.
right. In that case, I'll do that while I'm over there then.
Don't rush. I'm already dead, so I don't need to do death saving throws. So
Okay. Well, first thing then, I'll unsling my backpack, and I'll dig out a diamond from my backpack.
All right. Anything else?
No, that was my action for this round.
Rastvyn.
I am going. I'm still on my horse, aren't I? Or not?
Yes, you are.
I will. And you got to move out. I assume my horse is with me. I'm moving further north. 20, 30. Is the ground to the left? Is that a bit higher?
It is, yes. It's just a 5-foot jump up.
I'm going to go up here, 40, 50. I'll stay there. That's the horse's movement, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of my movement. I'm going to try and... Yeah, I'll try and cash the back of the horse. Sort of steady it around, and then I'm going to try and cast Firebolt at the creature.
Brilliant. Can you make a handle animal check, please?
Certainly can. Or I can try to. Is that appearing? No. 11.
You bring the horse up, turn her around, and cast your spell.
I will. That's 21 to hit,
That's a hit.
and it's a 19 fire damage.
All right.
That's the best roll I've ever had.
Bolt
A 9 and a
again
10,
slams
and a
inside the creature, scorching all the side of it.
I think that is me done. Yep.
Splendid. It is. Well, it's really a toss-up between the worm, Gartok, and Ulborin. I think Ulborin's going to lose the dex on this one. So, Gartok, what's your dex bonus?
My dex bonus or my initiative bonus?
Oh, yeah, your initiative bonus.
Initiative bonus is +4.
You will go before the worm.
Oh yeah.
In that case, I will take 2 more hefty swings at it.
Okay.
Just a 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay.
You slam it, but it hits one of the hard spikes on its side and doesn't appear to do any damage.
18 to hit.
18 is just a hit.
So that's an additional 12 points of damage then from the second hit.
Okay.
And I'm standing firm. I'm not moving. That's my turn.
Okay. So as it comes up, if you slammed it a couple of times, Firebolt hit his side, its mouth comes up again and tries to slam down on Gartok this time. That's a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn, I forgot the ritual.
Yes.
Did you forget to sacrifice the babies again?
Yes, you haven't slaughtered the chicken.
I've been busy, guys.
Blood.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Gartok can shrug off a portion of it too.
You can.
This is my job.
So it's 29 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
14.
Is it an effect I can see happening?
Yeah.
Because it depends if it's effects.
Yeah, you get advantage.
It's a huge mouth slamming down on you. You can certainly see the source of what it is. I'm happy.
That's the.
Gonna be eaten.
You're not Harbinger.
16.
No.
16 dex.
Okay. So it slams down hard on Gartok. It brings its mouth up again. Gartok is gone.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, munched him. Fucking munched him.
Oh, I'm finding my way out of this thing.
Well, we know where
You are blinded and restrained.
Hang on, let me trigger these.
Oh dear.
Blinded, restrained.
Fuck.
And we were fearing Ravaran. This is
This is the warm-up fight.
Well, so that's what happens. You've seen how I plotted out. If you go right, you get the worm. If you go left, you got someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the cookie seller, Jamie? I want to walk past a lemonade stand and buy some cookies that are not poisoned.
I was gonna say, what's in the cookies? What are they laced with?
Oh my god.
Duly noted.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You're giving him ideas.
Father Howl's gonna get it now because of that.
Okay, so you're happy with that, Gartok?
I can't really say no.
Happy might be a strong word.
Ulborin's go. Sorry, Ulborin. Reinhold's go.
Now, can I see that Gartok's just fucking gone? He's gone. Num num num.
Let me see where.
I guess so. Yeah, if you're there. If you were there, you would have seen me. Yeah.
Oh, you definitely see it.
Yeah.
And so the mouth came down, and then the teeth raked big furrows in the soil as it took him up.
I'll get off I can see Corym's trying to sort out Ulborin. I'm going to try something a little weird. I'm going to attempt just to banish the creature to drop Gartok.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to fluff that. I'm going to try. Just want to banish the creature.
I have thoughts on it.
I suppose the context of his stomach as well. No, okay. No, I can see Corym is about to run into the fray. I will cast Shield of Faith on Corym as my bonus action.
Okay.
Give him a 2+ to his AC because he's about to sort out Ulborin. And where's Gartok gone? I'll scream out and throw a Toll the Dead at the creature. He hasn't been injured yet, has he? Or has he?
He has been injured. Yep. He's taken a number of big blows.
I'll cast that. Yes. So he has got 11 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna make it. So
he's got to make a wisdom save.
Okay, he gets a 16.
He passes, so he gets.
The worm is wise.
Target must see the wisdom saving throw or take. No, so he gets no damage. So negate that. And I am concentrating. I'm going to try and lead away. I'm going to try and push him over to this corner. Just get the horse out of the way so he's not an obstacle.
Okay.
Okay, that's me done.
Dramos.
Can it make a intelligence saving throw, please?
-4.
Oh.
-4. Wow. Okay, it takes. No, I hate messages coming up. 9 psychic damage, and until the end of my next turn, it needs to subtract 1d4 from any saving throw it needs to take.
Okay. Anything else, Dramos?
Yeah, I'm going to move away on my horse. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move to there, and I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for anything else which might erupt out of the earth.
The horse as well?
Yeah, still on horsey. And then I'll just gently just turn it. I've only moved 25 foot.
He'll take an attack of opportunity on the horse.
Of course. By horse.
That is going to be a 13 to hit the horse.
Yeah, what's the minimum damage you can do?
The minimum damage I can do would be 14.
That's a dead horse.
Goodbye, horse.
Okay. So it slams down your horse. The horse gets picked up into the air as you're trying to ride it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh no. Acrobatics. 20.
20. You land on your feet. You can do your full move, I'll allow.
I'll go to there, which is 30.
Okay. It picks up the horse into the air and swings its head behind the side. The horse flies, narrowly missing Reinhold, landing behind him.
My should be about here, by the way. Just so you know.
Okay. So the horse slams hard to the ground, skidding along on the floor. Looks round.
It's okay. Daddy's here.
Okay. Anything else, Dramos?
Yeah, no.
Harbinger.
Can Altivo disengage?
It's a normal action that everyone can do, isn't it? So I would think so. But can
Okay.
you... Yep. Yes.
I'm going to get off.
Okay.
Drop off the horse and move to over here. Actually, I'm going to stay there. Yeah. I'm going to tell
Gartok's no longer there.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I wanted
Because you get advantage all the time because Gartok's on the inside attacking. I don't know.
I wanted to get as much as possible in the range of my aura, but I'm worried that if it swallows me, it'll also swallow Ulborin. So, and that would be bad. So I'm going to stay 5 foot away, move to there. I will tell Altivo to move away cautiously, so he will try and disengage and move away if possible.
Okay.
And then I'll say, keep the other loose horses safe. And I will try and hit this creature.
I've given you control of that horse, so you can move it where you want.
Yeah.
He's already the worm has already spent his reaction, so he can't really attack him anymore.
Oh, well. This guy's gonna run round to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna run over to here for now.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh no, that'll be in range, won't it? Hang on.
Altibo's gone on a...
Moving into there.
Is he being thrashed around by the worm?
And then I will draw Tyrox Reaper.
What? What? Weapon.
Oh yeah.
Angry weapon.
Yeah.
20!
3rd level Divine Smite.
Okay.
You're gonna give a cesarean to the thing to get Gartok out from the sounds of it.
Okay, so hang on, let me just work that out. What is happening? It's so
You've got 8 plus 4, which is 12.
yeah, but
Then you've got the plus the 9, 5, and 2. That's 11, 16, plus the 12 is 28.
Jesus Christ.
No, yeah.
no,
Yeah,
8, 12. No, it's just a 5 and 2. It's not a plant, is it?
no.
So it's the 12 and the 7. So it's 19.
Okay.
12 slashing and 7 radiant. The 7 and the 9 is against the plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've done the crit 9, 5, and 2.
No, the 9 is from the plant as well.
No, it's not.
It says crit 9, 5, 2. Pass. I can't understand what it's doing.
Oh, yeah, so...
One is from my divine radiant, and the rest is not relevant.
The 2 is from the divine radiant, is it? Plus.
I think it's the D8. The rolls of the D8 are. So I think it's the 7 and the 2.
Yeah, it's the 7 and the 2.
Yeah, so there's 9 points of radiant damage immediately, 12 points of magical damage, and then I will do the divine smite, which will be 8d8.
I can't wait to just do this in person again because it would be so much simpler.
Okay, and then 34 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I will take a second swing.
The first swing cuts deep through the flesh with a flash of light.
Come on, let's try and get him to regurgitate. Gartok. 21 to hit on the second attack. And that's just 16 points of damage, 4 of that being radiant.
Okie dokie. Okay, 2 big swings, rip big chunks of flesh out of it.
Harbinger done.
Corym.
Right. I'll look down at what remains of Ulborin's body. Wondering.
Gone down on the ground. His face is purple.
Wondering if my magic is powerful enough to bring it back.
Oh, leave me, I'm fucking useless.
You're not. It's the wrong.
I get this voice in the back of my mind saying, "Forget him, he's useless." And,
it's Ulborin from the afterlife trying to haunt you if you do.
and I'm going to run up to that point.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a spell and try and touch the creature.
Okay.
So that will cast it. I shall use my... No, I won't. No.
That's a bad miss.
Oh.
Yeah, 4th level as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reach out towards it, but you just its run of spines brush against your hand. You can't get hold of any of its flesh.
Mm-hmm. And then I shall retrace my steps back to that point.
Okay. Corym done?
Yes.
Rastvyn, you're up.
It's going to be another firebolt, I think. I've got not a lot else.
Or not anything you're willing to spend.
16 to hit.
Flies by, skimming by the worm, not impacting on it.
Right. It's got
That's... I will get off my horse and just hold its, sort of stake its reins down, or put its reins down in over its head to make it stay.
All right.
But that's... I'm going to call Hootie down to be come towards near the fight, but out of range of the worm. So I think she's got a 60 movement, so maybe 40 foot above.
Okay. She's just circling above the worm.
Just circling above, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Is that you done?
That's me done, thank you.
Gartok, you're up.
Okay, anything at the start of my turn? Anything happened?
Nothing at the start of your turn.
Okay. I've read the blinded and restrained. From what I gather, it's disadvantage on attack rolls because I'm inside.
Yes.
And it gets advantage on me because I'm inside. So
Yes.
I will attack recklessly, cancelling out my disadvantage.
Go for it.
But you get advantage on me, but I already have that, so it doesn't really matter. It just helps me.
Nice.
So,
Ferociously head-butting the thing.
yeah, 13 will miss it.
That is a miss. It's trying to. Its body's constricting around your arms. It's difficult to pull back.
But with a bit more space, 23 to hit it for 16 damage.
Okay, you slam into the inside. Acid sprays all over your body. Are you done?
I am indeed.
At the beginning of its go.
On the positive side, he's rolling them.
Yeah.
The D12s.
D20.
Just
22 points of acid damage.
okay.
Okay, and then he will do his turn. I am going to, as Harbinger moves behind from the position where it attacked Gartok, its head's come up again. It, without turning its head towards you, Harbinger, its tail stinger slams towards you.
It's a natural 20, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm sorry. The dice tray doesn't seem to be doing its job this evening.
It slams right into Harbinger, piercing her demon armor and going right into her chest.
I look like Frodo.
oh no.
You're going to take... that's a good roll. $32 points of piercing damage, and can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, this is where it's going to get ugly.
Make it good.
17.
That's not enough.
Oh,
Shit.
After 20 plus, you need this one, isn't it? It's got to be a 20 plus.
probably
I
an
could put Betty on
18.
fire.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That's
It
more than your
just-
fair share of sixes there.
It just takes me down.
So, yeah, the stinger goes into you, your eyes are open, and then you feel the rush of heat as it injects you with its venom.
Hang on, what type of damage is that?
That
Poison.
is poison damage.
Oh wow, I thought I had a resistance to that and I don't.
I wonder how many skulls are on this little icon. There's only two, guys. There's only two.
Dead, very dead.
Yeah,
Very
dead
dead.
and the very dead.
There is a cross that you can put on.
A cross. Oh yeah, yeah. I know,
Yeah.
yeah. That one.
Okay. It
Finish my.
starts moving along, and then we'll try and use its bite attack on Corym.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. It's a 17 to hit.
Did you say 17 or 17?
17. 1-7. 1-7.
That will miss.
scoots along, and its mouth slams down and gets the rock face just in front of you, spraying rock up in the air. Its head comes back again. I'm done. Reinhold, it's your go.
Yeah, you're done. Right, knowing I've got the round rod in my backpack, but it's going to take an action for me to get it out. I'm not going to get it out. I am going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I know Gartok's not there. I'm going to pump. Yeah, I'm going to throw whole channel divinity into Harbinger to get her on her feet. So she gains 40 hit points.
Thank you.
So that's my action. And hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, that was my whole movement. I'm done. I'm staying there. Raise Darius. Get on your feet. Get Gartok.
Dramos.
Oh man. Can it make a wisdom saving throw, please?
$16.
Minus your D4.
Ooh. 15.
Takes 12 psychic damage as I cast Mind Spike on it.
Okay.
Alright, so anything else I want to do? No, that'll do me.
Harbinger.
Okay. Oh man, I didn't expect to be awake, but I am. So I will get up and
Remove this big red X off from me. What the fuck's this doing on me?
yeah, I'll move that in a second. Now Tebow. Is gonna move. Oh shit! He's gonna disengage again. Wait, no, he's not that one. He's this one. He does not need to disengage. Oh dear. He is going to come over here. But he's going to tell this horse, this one, I don't know how to indicate because my counter's not working, the horse that was next to him to come over there as well.
This one?
This one.
The red one that you just clicked on, yeah.
Not that one there.
Well, that's
Not the dead one.
The dead one.
The portly one.
Corym's not in range of the... He won't give me advantage, will he?
No.
No, I'm changing my mind.
Well, I don't know. Am I in? Would I give it?
You have to be threatening it.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay.
Not its range.
Not its range. Okay.
Okay.
It's threatening you, but you're not threatening it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And merely shouting, "Come on, then," is not going to do it.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, running over Ulborin.
Dex check.
Face.
And try and hit it again.
Okay, go for it. Somebody take a screenshot of the battle map from your perspective as well, so we can put one on the comments later.
So I've been. Can you move me inside the worm then? I don't know how layers and stuff work.
I will. How's it looking? Is it looking really healthy?
It looks alright. It's got big cuts down the side. There's ooze coming out of it, but its body is quivering and flexing its muscles, looking like it's ready to come down for another hard slam on someone. Dave's got a similar story here about that from Amsterdam, I'm sure.
Prague.
Oh yeah, Prague. That was it. Okay, first attack is 19 points of damage,
Okay.
and I will make and I will make my second attack. $17 doesn't hit, does it?
That's a bad miss.
Not a bad miss. It's only a slightly bad miss.
No,
this is
it's
bad.
no, it's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, that's me done.
All right. Harbinger done. Top of the round. It's Corym.
Okay. Why's Harbinger still got a big cross on her?
I was taking it off now. Sorry.
Alright, okay. Okay, at this point, I will run round. Now then, I'll use Revivify on Ulborin.
Couldn't even remember his name.
Revivify
on.
Kenny.
Oh, was I
Again.
dead again? Oh, was I dead again? Oh, that's a shame.
So,
Yeah, the diamond turns to powder in your hand and disappears. Ulborin, your eyes open.
Hey. Wait, what? Hold on.
get away from here.
Yeah, it's that damn right.
No, you fools.
Run, you fool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine,
Okay.
and I'm done.
Okay. Rastvyn.
I'm going to get Hootie to move in and deliver a shocking grasp on my behalf.
All right. So she swoops down towards the worm. Just.
She has flyby attack,
Okay.
but I don't think she's got enough movement to get away from it as well. But we'll. Oh
Oh.
She skims over. It doesn't quite manage to
10 to
get
hit.
her claws on it. No.
no, she's obviously petrified by the thing itself.
Yeah. As she skims down on it, its whole body comes right and goes up straight towards her, mouth wide open, as she's flying straight. Mouth slammed shut just beneath her.
Sorry. Sorry, Dave. Did that just bring me back to 1 HP, yeah?
Yes, I think Revivify is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1
one
HP.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's Ulborin's initiative bonus, by the way?
It's +3.
Anything else from Rastvyn?
I think that's me done action. Don't want to move anywhere. Yep, done.
Okay. Gartok, you're up.
Okay, it's the same as before. I'll attack recklessly to negate the disadvantage.
Yes.
18 to hit. which I
Just a
think is
hit.
That's 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Second
Slam into the
swing.
stomach. Acid spraying all over you. Yep.
And that's a miss.
And that one's a miss.
And that's all I can do from here. I'm just trying to fight my way out.
Okay. Ulborin.
I'm going to use Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay.
He needs to understand your language, surely.
Perceives everything is hilariously funny. Must have at least... If he has an intelligence score of 4 or less, it isn't affected.
Intelligence of 1.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I got -4 on that intelligence save earlier.
Ah, yes.
All right, fair enough. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Ulborin wouldn't know that, so...
Nope.
No. And
Disengage.
it's perfectly right to do what you did.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30... I've disengaged as well doing this.
What I say, don't tell me you're just running straight there on 1 hit point.
I'm fucking...
I heard him say disengage and run.
It was the order who did it, and I'll move over here. And I'm disengaged as well.
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okie dokie. So it's Ulborin done. It's the creature's turn.
Bless you.
Sorry?
I was just saying bless you to Harriet.
Sorry?
21 points of acid damage for Gartok.
Okay.
Alright. The stinger lashes out at Reinhold.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not another
Not a
natural
natural
20.
No, it's not another natural 20.
What'd you get?
Look like that then.
19, shield.
That's a 19 plus 9, 28.
Not using shield.
Okay, so it's a straight 20 points of...
No, hang on. Sorry. Can I use a lucky dice? I just remembered about them.
Sure.
Would that be okay? That's all right. I don't know if it's too late. I'll roll a d20. Please be low. 12 plus 9. Can I use shield?
What is lucky? Is it
What does it do for you?
So, the lucky is re-roll an attack roll. So, yeah.
Is it
Oh, right. So
reaction or
I can re-roll an incoming attack roll or re-roll my own.
does it take anything to use the lucky dice? Does it use a reaction or anything like that?
So I will.
No.
That's
No,
the waffle.
Lucky
So-
is
It's just a free action. Free action.
Yeah.
It's not even a reaction, it just happens.
I've put the waffle up if you want to check it on
I'm
roll
totally
20.
fine with that. No, I totally believe you. So yes, you can. If you've still got the thing available to let you shield, you can.
Yeah, it's going to make me burn spells. So this is what you know.
Okay. So in that case, the stinger comes down towards you. You're absolutely sure it's going to hit you, and just at the very last second, he seems flicked to the side and just stabbed near your head. Okay. I've still got a bite attack. So
Right, I'm gonna mark a luck down.
I'm biting Harbinger.
not the first time I've been bitten?
28 to hit Harbinger. The tray is recovering.
That's gonna hit. Is that another 19?
That's another 19. Okay, so that is 17 points of damage.
Ow!
And can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dex is not my strong suit. Come on.
You need a 19.
Nah, well, I didn't get that. I got an 11.
It slams down. The mouth comes down right over Harbinger. The teeth bringing furrows on the floor, and when it comes up, Harbinger is gone. Gartok's got company.
Oh, hey, buddy.
I see you in there.
Okay,
Right,
no, you don't, because you're blinded and restrained.
Oh no, I can hear you in here.
Maybe.
No, I can't. It's Harbinger.
So that's Harbinger gone as well. I am done with that, which makes it Reinhold to go.
Oh god, everything's just gone out the window what I was planning to do with that. Panic. There's no point bringing the big guns out, you've just screwed me. Well, I'll save that one for later. Speak with dead if whatever corpse comes out the other end. I'm going to... Oh, fuck. What would Darius do? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does that get me advantage? Is that opposite side of Corym? Because he's a huge,
yes,
isn't he?
Yeah, that would give you advantage as far as I'm concerned. I had a message from Joel, incidentally, who said that Till is currently praying in the Temple of Imogen for the safe return of our brave adventurers.
Yeah. He sent me a message.
Either pray harder or stop.
I think he ran into the wrong god.
Yeah, he sent me a message and said, I hope you guys are all doing okay. And I said, Ulborin's already dead.
Okay, first attack, Mace of Thunder. I'm going to try and slap him round the chops.
Okay.
Is that with advantage? Well, the second roll was a bit shit, but...
The mace...
Am I opposite side of Corym? Does that count?
You do have advantage, yes.
Okay. Well, that misses anyway.
It does. It effectually slams on the side of it. Doesn't do any damage.
So as I bang the gong, I'm going to activate the Divine Fist for its special feature and go with the offhand attack.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to have to get the lucky ready for this if it misses. Oh, I'm going to have to lucky it. Oh no, advantage. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's better.
19 hits.
That's a hit.
Okay. So it's 5 bludgeoning, 5 divine strike. I also get a d20 of radiant damage.
Wow.
Which is a 19! Praise Darius!
Praise Darius!
It's the first
How much
time
damage total?
so that's 29 total.
Okay. There's a second slam then, and a ripple flows through the body of this thing, and almost feels like another shake, but not from the ground this time, from within the creature. Both Gartok and Harbinger feel this tremor flowing through the flesh surrounding you. It's still up though.
Does it look rough, or does it...
It's got marks and cuts all over it, but it is still going strong. Okay. So, if that's Reinhold done, anything else, Reinhold?
No, I'm in it now.
No. Harbinger and Gartok are in it.
Oh, yeah. Soon to be. Joining the party.
It is Dramos' go.
Fireball it. Or anything like that. It's alright, they'll be fine. I believe you can all make your deck saves.
Not when we're
Am
blinded,
I
we're trained.
technically within 15 foot Harbinger?
Does the aura still work if it's inside?
I am still glorious.
I it's probably contentious. I'm going to judge no because you can't actually
I'm
see
gonna
it.
go with no. Yeah, it's a good no, innit?
What
Can't
about
see how
Gartok?
glorious she is.
Does Gartok feel it?
He definitely can't see it.
Okay. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm going to call forth one of my hounds, targeting the beast.
You have control.
yeah, it doesn't really matter where it stays. It's going to take its attacks or attack with advantage because of pack tactics. That's not with advantage. I'll roll that again. 20.
20 is a hit.
It's 11 piercing damage.
Right.
And it's probably going to make this, but it needs to make a strength saving throw. But it probably can't be knocked prone either, can it?
I don't think it's going to knock it prone.
No.
It's done stupider things. Okay.
It couldn't be not prone now.
Okay, that's cool. We don't need to worry about that going forwards then.
He's a big boy.
So that's my. Is that a bonus action? Yeah, that's my bonus action. Then I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it again, but it has disadvantage because my beast is next to him. It's an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. That's a 6.
So it's 9 psychic damage. But on its next saving throw, before the end of my next turn, it takes a d4 off it.
Okay.
And then I'll just be carrying on looking around to see if there's any more danger, and that's me done.
Alright, Harbinger.
All I can do from inside is try and attack it, so I'll do that with disadvantage.
Yes.
First attack. A 25.
That's a hit.
Oh, the other one was a natural 20. God damn. I will put a 2nd level Divine Smite into this. So that is 26 damage, 12 of that being radiant.
Okay. So, Corym, from your position, you see the black obsidian blade pierce through the side of the creature, right in front of you, and in a soaring motion, pull up, splitting open the side of the worm with a flash of divine light. Harbinger and Gartok are deposited down on the ground before you, and a whole spew of acidic or stomach acid sprays out towards you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sorry, Corym. But he...
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
Surely I get the
Dex-
plus.
Dex
the
save.
surely I get
If
the
I-
plus
Paladin's
4
best
now.
friend.
If I'm falling into him...
Yeah, you can have the bonus because she gloriously emerges from it.
So I take it we fall out like first.
Like she's crowning from a wound.
It's plus 5 now, Corym.
Oh, is it indeed? So
Yeah.
what is it? A dex saving throw?
Yes.
How did you get out?
Cut
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
Now.
Sit.
You ever seen RoboCop? Towards the end.
Okay. So acid sprays all over you, Corym. You're going to take 14 points of acid damage. As it burns and scores all of your armour, gets on your face and gets inside some of your armour as well. The creature thrashing around, now that it's fully dilated and Harbinger and Gartok are birthed from the wound that you've made in it, it thrashes around before slamming down hard into the ground, dead.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
No,
dead.
I'm going to hit it again because I can in anger.
We're out of combat. You rail more, you pour out of it, you desperately try and get the acid out of your face. You don't surf out of it. It's not graceful. But you are alive.
We're no longer blinded or restrained,
No.
aren't you?
I immediately ignore everyone and go straight to Eminem to sort out his bruised boo-boo.
Nah.
Can I go and collect bits of this worm, please?
There are bits everywhere. It is not hard to do so. I imagine Dramos will be all over that as well, as he normally is.
Some teeth, some skin, some flesh.
I'd like to take an hour's rest. So I'm going to gather Altivo and sit off to the side in the case that if these guys are doing that for an hour, I do get the time.
I'm gonna do a power nap for my short rest.
Well, I don't know if we're actually short resting, but I'm going to be prepared to get the maximum amount of resting time if I can. We'll see how long it takes them to harvest this giant worm.
Okay, so we're going to take a short rest then. Okay.
I don't know.
I think we need to spend some hit dice. People have got pretty hurt with that.
Okay, yeah. I could use it.
Okay.
Alright, well, I get a Channel Divinity back and a spell slot.
Does anyone look, before we do that, does anyone look quite badly damaged?
Well, if we take a short rest, Corym, then hopefully
Use
you
hit
won't have to. Oh, you can use your channel divinity.
Yes.
I am.
Well, Ulborin's probably knackered, but he doesn't.
Yeah, Ulborin's going to be pretty shagged. How's Gartok?
I'll stick 25 points into Ulborin and 30 points into Harbinger.
Oh,
But only to a maximum of half your health, obviously.
I can take it all. Thank you.
I'm gonna roll a bit dice to do mine. I should be alright.
We've not short rested yet.
No, we haven't. Oh, right.
We are attempting to short rest.
But it might not.
We haven't completed the short rest.
Oh, right.
But you have a channel divinity off Corym.
What's that for? How much?
25, did you say?
5 points, I think.
Maximum half your hit points, though.
I'm sorry, I'm not even thinking straight.
So if your hit point maximum's 38, then you can only take 19? Math?
Yes.
Yeah.
So are we able to complete a short rest so we can roll hit dice?
Yes, we're going to do. You're going to take an hour's rest, are you?
That's a short rest, isn't it?
I'm not.
Do we move away from here first? I've got a feeling we should shift.
So the worm has left a couple of wide open holes in the ground that seem to disappear deeper beneath the earth.
We need to move.
I'm going to peer into one to see how far I can see down it.
It goes down so far and then curves, so you can only see about 70 feet in.
Can I, while they're investigating, I want to try and cut this thing open and see if there's anything else in its stomach.
Like a license plate and things like that.
Yeah, license plate, an old bolt, an old fire extinguisher.
Me.
Oh, a legendary sword. I'll ignore that.
Okay, so you cut it open. I'm going to need a survival check from you on this one, Rastvyn.
You're jumping into a stomach of acid.
Well, I'm trying to take. I'm saying I'm not short resting. I'm using the short rest time to do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Effectively. 8.
All right. You try to cut effectively through it. A whole gout of acid sprays out onto your hand and arm. You're going to take 5 points of acid damage.
I rarely do hit dice. Where's that in the...
The short rest.
The short rest, yeah.
Alright, short rest.
Let me just mark them off and click confirm short rest.
I just use the dice.
So I just confirmed that you guys are taking a short rest.
I'm going over to the corner.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. All right. So Rastvyn spends a bit of time working on the corpse.
Once I've had just a quick look, see if I can see anything coming out of it, I'd also go over and do my normal thing, take a few bits of the skin. Is it scales?
It's like flesh with scales on the back of it, but all the underside is pinkish purple flesh.
30 HP.
Yeah, I'd try and just carefully just cut just flesh and scales, and then see if we can take any of the teeth out.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're doing dog shit with those re-rolls, aren't you?
So as long as I fully heal, that's
Don't
fine.
forget you get your con bonus as well.
What con?
Okay.
Okay.
The hour passes without incident.
Good.
Cool.
You're just fucking with us, aren't you?
No. I rolled a dice to see if anything happened.
Right. Oh, good. Oh, no.
Could have been another one or something, you don't know.
Despite the bad carving up, is there anything else inside this creature, or
Not that you can see.
I'll be similar in terms of just teeth and some scales and the stinger. Actually, can I try and get the stinger off to the other end?
So the stinger is about the size of your arm.
That's fine. It's on the floor. I'm going to hack into it if I can.
All right. You manage to successfully cut around the base of the thing and get the stinger off. So it's the length of a human arm, like I say, and it's thick at the base end.
Can I wrap it in a sack I have?
Okay.
I'll get some earth and grass from around the area and effectively try and get something over the end of the stinger itself, effectively. So the sharp point of the stinger is sort of clumped up with earth and grass and stuff.
Okay.
Put into a sack. Then I'm putting that sack into my bag of holding.
All right. So you wrap it up effectively and try and cover over the stinger end.
It's not a sharp end, effectively, so you
Yeah.
can't rip through the sack.
I'm going to put the Divine Fist in my backpack and keep the Rod of Resurrection in my offhand, so it's available now. Since I have to let the fist rest.
Oh, I used up the diamond, didn't I? I'm going to beckon Ulborin and Harbinger over to me. Just wait here a moment.
Sure.
And I'm going to cast Aid at 4th level. So you get 15 extra hit points for the next 8 hours.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good spell. That's what I was going to cast before Harbinger got eaten, and then I ran out of people to cast it on. So.
And I shall also cast Death Ward on myself. I didn't even know that I carried the spell. Turns out it's always
mandatory.
Prepared. Yeah.
How many teeth do you say I can, we can gather?
Make a survival check.
Oh, here we go. Strong suit. 7.
You managed to only successfully extract 2 teeth, Dramos.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Do I have time? Do I have time for teeth as well at all, or did
Your survival check as well for you. Thank you, Harry.
9? We're 8 at this, Dramos.
You also managed to get 2 teeth. And try as you might, you pound away at the base around the mouth. It just seems impossible to actually get these things out without breaking them into pieces.
Yeah, no.
So I'm just imagining Dramos and I standing there, surrounded by broken teeth at the moment.
Oh, not another one!
Just a really gummy purple worm mouth left at the end.
Oh.
How deep do these teeth go? Hello, Echo!
So, Ulborin and Harbinger, Harry, I've just seen you come back. I don't know if you were around. I've cast Aid at 4th level on you and Nathan. So,
15 temporary hit points, basically.
it increases your maximum hit points by 15. Not temporary.
No,
maximum hit points by 15.
All right.
Thank
And
you.
you get the 15.
Yeah, you get 15 with it.
And you do get the 15 with it.
How would you change it? Oh, max HP modifier. That'd be...
Yeah, that's it.
Harbinger, how are you looking? Are you?
I'm going to
Are you
use some
alright?
hit dice
You're
shortly.
going to use some. Well,
What's that?
Give-
let me know. I mean, we can share the healing a little bit. I know Corym's a better healer. But,
I could use a small amount of healing.
Okay. Well, if you come over here.
I will.
You
You see the burn marks up my arm.
Uh-huh.
So you get 11 points back.
The burn marks disappear.
Thank you very much, Corym, for that heal.
Thank you, Reinhold.
That's okay.
Well, I want to thank Harriet's Tray for obviously getting out of its slump.
It's on a roll, but it's using them up now. It's getting all those 20s out of the way until, you know. Oh, God, it's not true, is it?
I'm sure there's more to come.
Just trying to bait Rastvyn into using his divination dice. That's what I'm trying to do.
Big spells. Portent.
You know, he's sitting there on a couple of wands, waiting to put them on me.
It's almost like a legendary action for, for Rastvyn. No, one.
I'm just debating getting some lucky dice as well when I get a suitable level. I think that would complete the circle.
You'll be the biggest target known to man. There'll be a horde of mage slayers coming for you at night when no one's about. You smell a rag around your mouth. It's chloroform.
Yeah, I should bring the mage slayers back, shouldn't I?
They're nasty.
Fucking horrible.
Okay, so you guys managed to take your short rest. Nothing else comes to interfere with you. Although Ulborin's horse
It's fucked off.
Yes?
Just got it.
has mounted the back of one of the other horses.
Oh,
It's Altivo.
no! No!
Oh, are you going to roll the dice?
Oh, wait.
Or is it going to be Rastvyn?
This horse right here, I believe that's and
He's too fat to run away.
Isn't down?
No, that was my horse.
No, it's Dramos' horse that was.
So on the plus side, he's not a necrophilic horse.
That's good.
Do I even see this happening?
have we actually decided what Ulborin's horse is called? What are you calling him, Nathan?
I looked at a bunch of names, and the one that kind of calls to me is Hindsight.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
It's very apt.
Very good.
Yeah.
So Hindsight is sort of aggressively going to town on the back of and Um's sort of moving around a bit, but Hindsight just seems to like that.
Can I insight check Omanum?
Yeah, you can. You can.
I'll just be laughing as I'm like lying down resting.
10.
It's a bit difficult. I mean, Omanum looks a bit distressed, but possibly has done worse things for a bag of carrots.
I'll throw him a pack of carrots. Distract him.
I mean, he'd run, but he's right up against that short drop, that little cliff face there.
Favoured tactic of the Welsh.
I'm short resting. That's his problem. If he's a true Darius follower, he'll figure it out himself.
Hindsight does have advantage on. Okay, it was an attack of opportunity. All right, so an hour passes. You take your rest, spend your hit dice. Yeah, what do we want to do now?
How long have you been travelling?
Ooh, you've been travelling. I don't think you've been going at a particularly rushed pace. You've been taking it quite cautiously. I think you've been travelling about 6 hours.
Good day's ride.
So Rastvyn's got about 2 hours left then.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry. I was gonna say, Ross, I've still got the mammoth as a pet on my sheet just in case.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Oh, that was yeah. When I called the hound, if the worm didn't die the next turn, that was the next thing that was going to be polymorph.
That tells
Turn
you,
it into a small thing.
unlike everyone in the last session you did it too, it seems Ulborin is willing. He's ready.
Oh, Malamir, you might feel a bit tingly. Do you accept? No.
No.
Tough.
Gartok?
Tough. What about you? You might feel a bit tingly. Do you accept? No. Tough.
Jamie, what stats do we use for like the horse? Is it just riding horse?
Riding horse.
Riding horse, yeah.
Yeah.
Although Altivo is a warhorse.
Can Amanum spend some hit dice? Does that work?
Hit die.
He's 3 HP now. Can he have one back?
I think he's more likely to take damage.
Yeah, no, you're not right. He's not resting, is he?
Hindsight's probably gaining HP and.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just read the article here. 5th edition, How to Take Care of Your Horse.
Of course.
It's got to take a rest to recover, or have a healing spell on it.
He's not been resting.
He's not been resting.
No. Okay. Right. Are we all ready? Rested up?
I will then go over and take all the bits which I would have had inside saddle pouches out of my horse and walk along beside the group.
Is hindsight still going?
No, I mean, it only lasted a couple of minutes.
That's all right.
2020.
Do you want to ride with me? Thomas?
Is everybody going to be riding from here? Because I wouldn't say no, Rastvyn.
I'm relatively light. You're relatively light. We're not moving at a pace. We both want to do the same thing, i.e. avoid combat. So
Yeah, I'll then jump up on Rastvyn's horse and keep a small gap between us.
I'll feed Amanum a couple of carrots and send Gremlin in the air, see if there's any strangers, foes, friends, anything weird.
Right. Nothing. Seems to be all clear.
Nothing comes through. Okay.
we'll carry on northeast-ish, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We're going between that valley, aren't we? So there should be mountains to our sort of right and mountains to our left, Mum, shouldn't there?
Yeah.
Or coming up.
All right. So, back on the horses, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And the plan is to go where now?
You know, on that map, there's like 2 runs of mountains.
Yes.
And the cave entrance was sort of at the beginning of almost a valley between the mountains.
That's right.
It's heading up between that valley to try and skirt out northeast-ish of Brewador is the intention.
You want to try and head for the mountain to do that?
In between those two.
In the valley rather than up the mountains. It's trying to find a valley through the base of the mountains.
Ah, okay.
To go to where they again on the map they look like they come down. I appreciate that isn't true, so we're trying to find a valley through on very low ground.
Who is so who have you got in front trying to pick your way through the terrain?
I've got Hootie up in the air and I'm sort of flicking between using her visual sight, and I'll lead the party.
All right.
I'll come up there and help you if you want.
Yeah. By all means, come up with me. It's not a case of being in front and taking whatever we come across. It's more a case of trying to pick our way through this Comadrin like meandering. There's lots of blind alleys probably, aren't there? So we're just trying to float above and find a good way through.
So
What's the?
Carry on.
I was just say, what's the environment like? Like, is it like woodlands? Is it now, or is it still plains? Or
If you're heading up this direction, the ground gives way rapidly to rough stone as you start following this slope up towards where the cave was, trying to find some crease in the valley that you can follow and take the horses down. So I guess I will take a survival check from whoever's leading.
Yes, me.
I can assist you because I'm proficient in survival, and I'm right up there with you.
I will probably ask your advice about. I can see this. I can see that. So we're talking. If that's allowable.
Yes, that's fine.
With my knowledge of being out
I
in the
can't give any help.
14.
Dramos no paperwork.
Gartok, your advice was it doubled my roll.
You push on, picking out paths. You take a narrow route that goes down from where the cliff edge went up towards the cave entrance that led to the mirror room. And it gets difficult. With the time of the day it is, the sun has dropped to a point where it's not sunset yet, but you're in the mountains now. So its vantage point from where you are leaves you in a shaded valley.
If I get Putin to sort of pop up around the mountains at all, I don't know how high those are going to be, and look over into the valley to our west, that sort of basin. Where roughly are we with the relation to sort of Bruador and the camp?
So
are we ahead of them, or
the route you're taking at the moment is taking you away from Bruador, and you're looking to, I think, find a path through to the left of where you are to take you north, and that will bring you out on the northern side of the mountain range.
Yes,
to the east of Bruador itself.
Correct.
Can you give me a perception check for Hootie? I can take one as well for Gremlin, if Gremlin's still up.
Yeah, Gremlin's keeping rear guard, just checking our backs.
Okay.
That'll be a 15 for Hootie's perception.
13.
Okay. Nothing for Gremlin. Hootie's looking up, and you can see there's a narrow path that goes between. Looks like the rock has split, leaving a very narrow but high canyon, if you will. The horses look like they're barely going to squeeze through it, and Hootie's vantage point doesn't allow her to thoroughly see down to the base of it. However, she can see in the open area behind there are three of these large humanoid creatures, grey skin, bold heads, big long tall foreheads, moving through with huge clubs and, well, I say clubs, chunks of tree they're dragging behind them.
Are they coming towards us?
They seem to be completely unaware of you. They are just in the valley beyond, and they seem to be together, talking as a group.
Do I think they're moving generally towards us? I think is more the question. Not that they're noticed us, but are they?
No, they don't. They don't seem to be moving towards you.
There's a large, well, almost twice, 3 times the size of Gartok creatures that way in a small chasm between the rocks.
Giants, perhaps.
We saw them before. 3 of them before.
Are they friendly?
They were. I don't know whether they were friendly. We've never spoken, but they were carrying clubs the size of tree trunks last time.
They look like they're carrying trees.
I speak the language. Well, it's my language. But
Are they in the way? I mean, our quarry isn't with these giants.
No, but they know this area. I don't know whether they could. I don't know. I'm just seeing what I've seen. I've seen them there. If not, we can try and press on. It's quite hard work making our way through these valleys. There's many blind ends.
I'd say if we can avoid them, because we're probably a nice, tasty dinner. You know, they haven't had to hunt for today. You know, 7 little meals just walked up on their table.
Maybe we could tell them where that worm is slain.
Fresh meat,
They could have that for their lunch, and maybe we can.
Do you want to go out and get your food, or if someone delivered it to your door?
Well, we're not easy pickings, are we?
We're not substantial meal though, really. Just,
I don't know. I don't trust them. My vote is if we can avoid them, possible. But if they're in the way, then talk.
Do I think that leads to where we want to go as well, Jamie? So I get the impression was that is
From Hootie's vantage, that valley, the chasm continues for a distance, and then the valley beyond turns directly north and seems to open out to flatter ground.
I think they are where we need to be going. If we travel further up here, it's going to lead us further away and to more. It's like the docks of Misthas here. Take a wrong turning, you end up in a place you don't want to be. But this seems to be the only way. The gap we can probably go single file in.
I think it may be worth, if Gartok speaks the language, maybe it would be worth him going to parley with them.
I trust your judgment. I'm just
Perhaps
wary.
I can go with him.
No, I think Gartok. I mean, obviously we can stand by, close enough to aid him if necessary. But
I would appreciate if someone was at least in earshot. I'm not exactly the.
Well, we would be closer than that.
I could like sneak up near you and just listen in.
I'm not exactly the most
I know you would be.
diplomatic. I think that's the word.
Rastvyn, Dramos, is there anything that you can cast upon yourselves to speak giant?
I have nothing. It is not my
I'm happy to speak.
I was thinking it was more Rastvyn's nature. I don't know if you can cast it on someone else. I can do tongues, but I can't. I can't. I can understand, but I can't speak it.
Tongues is touch, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only understand. It's not speak it. If I remember
Oh,
rightly.
comprehend language you're talking about, aren't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh God.
Comprehend languages.
I ain't got the spell ready anyway.
If you have tongues is a 3rd level spell, and that's a much wider wider option. I haven't brought tongues with me today. I do have the ability, but I do have comprehend languages I could cast to understand what's being said, and Gartok is able to speak, so that could be an option.
You could give us an early warning trigger if it goes tits up.
Well, not only that, I can get me and Gartok out of there quite sharpish if it all goes tits up.
Yeah, that might be a good option.
That might be a nice option. If you see a tree coming towards your face, you can bamf out.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave the horses sort of behind us because they will block our way, so we don't want to be hemmed in there.
No.
So I will ritually cast languages, which will take 10 minutes. If you don't mind waiting until then, and then we can move up, and at least I can understand what's being said, even if I can't.
When you say you want to lead the horses back down the way, what
I think I can see is we're going up a reasonably wide valley. This particular turning we're going up, it's almost like was like one of these giants, or its god has carved out a small passage through the rock. So you're in,
I know that guy.
in a sheer set of walls.
Lord of the Rings 3.
And there's barely enough room for a horse to walk through this passage. My nervousness is if we have our horses with us in that alleyway and we're talking, and we need to make a sharp exit, we're going to try and be backing horses out of a narrow area.
No, I understand that. I more meant, how do you want us to wait with the horses, or do you want us to wait? Do you want the horses at the back, us in the middle?
The horses out of the way of the chasm. You can come up the chasm with us.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead, but I don't want the horses in the chasm because it's going to block our retreat if we need to.
At the same time, Rastvyn's casting, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant too. 10-minute cast time. Just in case you need an invisible pair of hands. It's expendable, not Ulborin. You're not expendable.
Oh, thanks.
We've invested 900 gold in you so far. So
You're keeping a tally.
I believe that Ulborin has been revivified 3 times now.
I think it's 3. It's 900 gold's worth.
Do I have any inclination on how many times I can come back?
It gets harder each time. If you die, you're not coming back.
The PC going up, basically. Yeah.
So assuming we can get the ritual casting done, plan is to leave the horses in a more open area, and then walk up towards where we saw these large creatures with Gartok and I slightly ahead of the party. I'll have Hoti up ahead of us to try and get an idea as to how close we're getting.
Right.
I'm going to actively... Oh, sorry, go on.
Is there no way we could sneak past them?
What, in a 10-foot wide chasm that they're occupying?
I didn't hear how wide it was, so...
It's a horse. A horse would probably scrape the sides of it. It's 5 to 8 foot, probably in parts.
It's a tall gate.
How far beyond this crevice are these creatures, these giants?
I think they're towards the top end of it in a slightly wider area, but I don't know whether they can fit through it sideways or not. It's hard to tell from the air.
Silly question, kind of acts of war. We're walking into their kill box. If there's any large rocks at the top of the chasm, we need to be very aware of, because they could just block our escapes and then just work their way in. That's what I would do. You trap your foe where they can't move very quickly, and then you pelt them from above. So just be very aware of that is a possibility.
They seem to be more cordially chatting than guarding or...
Okay.
They seem to be more, I don't know, three people hanging out was my interpretation of it.
Well, I suppose there's
They
only
got a
one way to
boom
find
box.
out. They got a boom box.
Some cold ones.
They got boomsticks.
Yeah.
A bit of freestyle dance going on over there.
Yeah, skating.
Breakdance stone giant. That'll be a video.
I took some of the purple worm flesh. I'm gonna cut a bit of that off and hand it to Gartok. You can show that this is a prize waiting for them down there.
A gift.
Okay.
I am casting mage armor on myself.
Why didn't you do it at the beginning of the day? I'm saying.
I knew it was a long ride.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that to Reinhold, but he'd already offered the spell. So.
Hey, I'm not that intelligent.
I am grateful.
I'm reasonably intelligent.
And it may have been vital in that encounter, should we say?
You never know. It could have come and munched you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Party about what, 40 foot behind us?
Would we want to be in sight?
I'd say so. We've got to be up front, really, haven't we? Because we're
Yeah, I
passing
think
through.
so. No point in hiding our strength, is it?
No.
Until there's more than 2 of us.
Do not hide, but maybe overestimate or overplay getting through the chasm that's delaying you.
I'm sure we can do that.
We got to think. I mean, we can sacrifice some of the rations potentially as well. I know they're giants, but 10 human rations is probably a meal for at least 2 of them. So
I think that worm as a feeding, telling it where it is a reward enough.
If they believe us.
That's why I've got the flesh out to show them.
No, it's me.
All right.
And Gartok can say he's slowing it, and if you look at him, he's covered in the slime anyway.
Yeah.
He's sparkling in the sunlight.
Of acidic slime.
smoking in the sunlight.
Perhaps approach it as you see them as brothers or cousins, and you've cleaved a threat to them. You've slain a threat to the mountains, and you come to offer it to the inhabitants as food.
I would treat them more as friends rather than
Okay.
bros.
I do not know your cultures.
They'll probably see me as something small and weak in comparison to them.
It's a rare occasion.
We will try.
Let's go then. Let's have a look.
So yeah, we'll me and Rastvyn will head towards them.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm kind of in sight,
what do you think of me?
I'll have my arms out open, and when I think I'm in kind of shouting distance, I'll shout in giant, greetings friends, how fare your journey today?
Alright, so you push on to get through this bit that Rastvyn has told you about. Sure enough, a very narrow canyon. It starts off at 10 foot, but in some places cuts to only 5 foot wide before opening up again. It's dark down here. You can look up and see the dimming sky above you, but very little light makes it down here. It's barren with nothing growing. It goes for maybe 100, 150 feet before it opens out. You see no sign of these giants within the canyon bit. When it opens out, you can see the mountain stretching out and above you to either side, and an open valley area, valley floor. There is a bit of growth here, but if anything, this part of the ground appears more quarried than anything. There are ragged piles of rocks and slate that are piled up, sloping up as if at some point of the mountain someone has aggressively dug at it, churning out huge chunks of rock to slide down the lower slopes and pile themselves up in this base area. You see Rastvyn's giants, tall, almost slender-like, but powerful. Their grey skin and tall heads. As you call out towards them, one of them turns and then pushes towards the other two. The 3 of them see you and, grabbing their tree trunks, take wide loping steps towards you.
I'll call out just greetings.
Hold out your hand with the flesh.
I'll wait for a response, but if not, and then I'll call out again. We have slain a mighty beast, a worm of purple skin. Do you care to join us in the spoils? And I'll hold it up as high as I can, the lump of purple flesh.
In giant, the lead one, slightly taller than the others, with black eyes, opens his mouth. Who are you?
I am Gartok of Clan Beartooth.
You are with the white man.
No, we're not.
I'll visibly spit on the ground. No.
The second one, slightly behind the first, says, "We have seen your kind with the white man."
They are not my tribe.
Tell them they wear necklaces that enslave them. You are not enslaved like them.
See my neck. I wear no collar. I am no slave.
The bond. It's his turn to spit now. If you not belong to the white man, who are you?
I am a free man. I belong to myself.
We are here to defeat the say the white man's our enemy.
The white man you speak of. We wish to see him hurt, beaten, dead.
He is powerful. He takes all that he wants.
He has tried to take us, and yet we live.
The third one, the one who has not spoken yet, pipes up. He has taken our people.
Then perhaps you would join us, ally with us. Together, we're most certainly strong enough to beat him.
The second one. There is no fighting the white man. The white man is powerful. He has the fire kin and storm kin at his beckon.
The giants.
Are those other creatures like these?
Yes,
I'll
I'll say quietly and in common. Yes, there are other types of different clans of fire giants and stone giants and.
What are these? Are these stone or
hill giants, perhaps, or stone giants? I'm not sure.
they are harvesting stone? They look like stone.
But I'll quickly respond to the giants. We will free all that speak our tongue.
How would you do this? You are so small, and he is so many.
With alliances, Gartok.
We may be small in number, but together we'll be in large number. Through the power of allies, clans working together, that's how he will be defeated.
They have taken our stone wife.
Does she live?
They don't kill straight away. They take and they change.
Then join us. Help us free her.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Did they?
Come
did
on.
They, yeah. I'll say to God who is doing this. Do they know where they hold this stone wife?
I'll say in common. It's before we try and discuss locations. It's best to get them on side.
Agreed. I'm here to support you.
Persuasion.
Oh,
That's a 6.
+3 to persuasion's not bad though.
You are too small to make a difference. It's true. You are too small. Yes, too small.
But I have friends who hold great powers.
Put the hot chicken in the unseen servant's hand.
I'll say to Rastvyn quietly in common, if you're able, some display of your magical power, something that would stun these simple creatures.
The hot chicken starts floating over to the giants.
I will look at this hot chicken floating past.
We bring food.
I'm not so sure magic will necessarily wow these creatures.
Wows the shit
The
out of me.
king in white uses magic. The white man.
Tell them we fight his magic with our magic.
He may use magic, so do we. Ours will no doubt be stronger.
Come. The leader one turns and, without looking back, walks away towards the north.
I will follow.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
we're leaving our horses where they are. Get our
think
people
so.
to round them up.
I'm guessing the rest of you are going to be like 40 or so feet behind us or whatever and following us.
Yeah, could they see us?
Is it okay to move?
Yes, please follow. We have been asked to join them. They talk about the man in white and how he's stolen their
Stone
people
wife.
and their stone wife in particular. I don't know if she's a leader of the clan or she's like a
Probably a magic user.
some sort of elder, but we shall find out. They've asked us to join them.
I'm bringing Amanam with me.
Can
After
you
he
bring
said,
our horses?
come, I would have been breaking into a jog to keep up with these guys straight away and let the party catch up with me, kind of thing. I'm going for them.
I'll jump on Amanam.
The two secondary ones hold back a little bit, parting to allow you to move between them. The lead one doesn't look back, heads towards a gap between the rocks ahead. You can see some trees have grown up on either side of this rock face. Again, like you saw further in the valley, the roots just clinging hold of loose rock. Some of the trees are at unusual angles, as if their struggle's about to come to an end. As he passes between these two huge pieces of rock, one of these trees has fallen over the top, forming a canopy, and he has to dip his head down to step underneath, the foliage scraping across the top of his head. It's dark where he's going.
I've still got a circle of dark vision, so I can see enough to keep up, I hope.
I'm not going to be able to keep up with Gartok, but I'm falling gradually behind, but I'm trying to run to keep up with him. I haven't got him.
He cuts through this gap and moves slightly to the side. Gartok, you're the first person through, and as he does this, you can see the ground drops lower. This is a wide open valley surrounded by tall cliffs on every side. There are a number of huge worked stone pieces forming an immense stone circle in this clearing. The stones have been placed upright with others on top, making this huge shape, and around the outside of the stone circle there are other structures also crafted from pieces of stone, and these stone may in some cases be huge single pieces, but have all been worked in such a way to make what seems to be perfectly square, flat barriers, to make walls and roofs of immense size, obviously to take much larger creatures. You see 35 of these stone giants in this area moving around. There are fires all around the edge, and smoke lifts into the sky. A few of them look up towards you.
I'll be trying to keep pace with the leader as best I can, but just like kind of nod into anyone that looks in my direction. But I'm focused on following the leader as requested.
The lead one heads through the gap in these stones towards the centre of the circle. In the centre of it, and this circle is huge, there is a flat stone platform, a large flat piece of granite balanced on two other stones. Another stone giant comes from the other side of the circle, this one taller than the others, wearing an elaborate garment compared to the others who are wearing very basic clothes. He wears a almost like a robe, no sleeves to it, but made of dozens and dozens of animal pelts with feathers woven in between them all. He strides towards you to meet you at the centre of the stone circle. The one you're following moves slightly to the side and bows his head as you approach him. And we'll leave it there for this week.
Yeah, okay. So the final thing I would do is I would bow my head to them as well. When I come to a stop, I'll just bow my head.
Alright. So we're going to lock you in on that note, I think.
Nice.
How much time do you think's passed at that point? From the point of me casting these unseen servant till the meeting?
Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe.
Okay, just so I've got to keep an eye on the time with it.
Okay.
There's a floating chicken going past everyone. It smells great.
Not very into the diplomat. It will go well, guys.
The negotiation has to go forward now that you've seen there's 35 of them. There's no other.
Oh yeah.
You did good then.
Yeah. Offer healing. I'm sure we can pump a bit of magic into people.
There's no alternative.
From my point of view, it's like the negotiation has to go ahead, and like Dave is looking down, I just think,
I was thinking, how much?
How many XP do you think they're all worth?
Stone giants have got to be what, like 15,
Maybe
20
a couple
foot tall?
I'll imagine a couple of pounds XP.
Pretty
They
chunky.
are. I think
Don't
they're
worry,
one.
40 foot tall, it will encompass them.
I mean, you don't want to fight one-on-one. Let's put it that way.
They're classed as huge creatures, so
Let's have a quick look.
All right,
Yeah,
won't stop
huge.
Corym casting Dawn.
I've got two of them painted up,
Oh, challenge
Yes.
7.
and they are pretty big.
they're about 18 feet tall.
Yeah. So they're at least double my height, and then some. For probably the smallest one.
Is
look cool.
everybody here free on Tuesday and Thursday next week, or is there a day that's a preference?
I could do both. Well, is it
I can do both.
this session? Is it or like?
This will be a lock-in, a continuation on one of the days. The other one will be something else. But sometimes people can only do either a Tuesday or Thursday.
I can do
Just
both.
double checking. Bear with me.
It's also unreasonable to force people to do 2 sessions a week when you, when you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I should be able
You
to
are
see
locked
both, but I might be a bit late. Dad's got work going on at his over the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's okay. A late arrival's never a problem.
It's going to be 2
I'm
hours of
constantly
shopping.
guilty of that. Sorry, guys. It's my work sometimes doesn't finish till just about I'm about to start this. So
Fine.
yeah.
I found out what the breed of the horse is actually. It's an Appaloosa. It's an American horse breed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was just a brown horse. I just went to the other stables, which nobody else went to.
The brown, my horse.
I just bought a brown horse.
The other
Didn't
stable.
name it.
It's now a red and brown horse.
I messaged you personally, Dad.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty free on both days by the looks of it.
All right. Well,
So flexible.
it'll likely be on Thursday again, but that could change depending on the other session. If anyone from that booking has to be the other way round, if that makes sense.
So, Harriet has sent me a picture that she would like for a horse. If you do wish a specific horse token, just send me a picture. I'm happy to do that for you.
Just find a really fat one. Like,
I haven't got a horse.
I'll leave that to your discretion.
Oh, come on, Dave wants an all-black horse.
Hang on. I'm just finding it now. Hold on.
Oh.
I imagine mine is quite a large, like grey Shire horse, quite a big workhorse.
Oh, I have found he's brown as well. I will stick it in the general.
Jamie,
I
do you,
believe
do you Photoshop it down, do you? Or...
There's
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
You can. It doesn't matter what piece of artwork you can send me. I can work it.
Alright.
I did just briefly search for horse corpses but I thought this is tasteless. I can't do this.
I was going to say.
There's a lot of horse corpses here.
You could do a horse skeleton. That would be okay.
That would it? Would it?
I remember
What was
Dave sent me pictures of Persepolis before.
Did I?
Because I just painted up a bunch of horse things for the shop. And I said, what do you want?
Yeah.
And you said, this is what I'd like.
Well, it's not. I put Alexander the Great Warhorse. It's that's what you'll get.
You get it on a scratched piece of wax or something.
Yeah. Well,
Well, there we go. What did we learn tonight? Purple worms. Nasty.
Worms are hard.
We're sending the low level to the quarry. And in character, we have no idea what's been going on. But out of character, we know that Tenpenny has witnessed purple worms.
No! That's it. We all
he
have
hasn't
the same
mentioned.
amount of hit points as Ulborin.
Yeah, Dramos is leading that party.
You got unlucky, so because if it was anyone else, we probably would have just been down. You got squished.
Yeah, but the low level party is
what's your-
way lower than Ulborin.
What's your constitution for? I mean, you're level
Mazak's
7.
not.
I'm level 7, yeah.
What's
My
your constitution?
My constitution is +0.
I
10.
mean, 38
10 or
for
11
level
then.
7 is low.
Yeah, but I ideally, well, it's because we don't get a good hit die. Rogues generally don't get a good hit dice at all.
Yeah.
Not a sorcerers or wizards.
No.
Just how many hit points does Mazak have?
Mazak, he's already at 50.
But to be fair, it scales well when the more you add to your constitution. It does, but I just don't.
Oh yeah.
So squish, yeah.
magnificent.
Oh, nice.
I also think I did do a quick search. I'm not so sure the poison damage would have been doubled.